finest Fred's Flooring, Parkersburg, Marietta, and Spencer.
The Corner Cafe in downtown Parkersburg, next to Matheny Motors, has you covered for every meal of the day. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week. You can enjoy our full menu whenever you want. Burger for breakfast, omelet for dinner. You can have it at the Corner Cafe. Enjoy our dinner specials like meatloaf, baked steak, and open-faced roast beef sandwiches. Top off your meal with homemade desserts, including our wide selection of pies. We hope to see you soon at the Corner Cafe, 3rd and Ann Streets in downtown Parkersburg, next to Matheny Motors.
Hey, it's Eric here at Lemon Bears Power Sports, West Virginia's #1 Mahindra rock sword dealer, and there's never been a better time to buy a new rock sword than right now.
We currently have multiple models in stock, plus accessories to fit all your wants and needs.
The 2.5-liter turbo diesel, 5-speed manual transmission, 4-wheel drive, the toughest side-by-side on the market.
Don't forget about the all-weather package with full cab, heating, and air conditioning.
Stop in today and grab your new Mahindra rock sword.
You don't have to go back to the dealer or travel hours to get professional maintenance and repair for your foreign auto. Cornerstone Auto Service is fully equipped with dealer-level equipment and the expertise to provide you with the same quality repairs you receive from the dealer at a fraction of the cost. From expert diagnostics to routine maintenance, Cornerstone provides honest answers and quality service. Professional, reliable, affordable. That's the team at Cornerstone Auto Service, Camden Avenue, Parkersburg.
All our dogs agree Crazy Bone Pet Spa is the place to be. Our boarding is leading the pack with clean, spacious suites and plenty of fun and playtime to go around. Doggy daycare is a blast too. All-day fun with their friends is just what they need. Plus, they get to enjoy Crazy Bone's indoor play zone and turf outdoor play area, which means fun in the sun and no muddy paws if it's a rainy day. Don't forget to spoil them with treats, toys, and bling in our fully stocked lobby, or maybe a day of beauty in our award-winning grooming salon. Crazy Bone Pet Spa, the fun place for your pet.
Join us today for our fall open house sale at Crown Decor and Gifts and save store-wide with many special sales and discounts. The feels and scents of fall are beginning to fill the air, and Crown Decor and Gifts is ready to welcome you. Crown is packed wall-to-wall and floor-to-ceiling with some of the area's largest varieties of fall and Halloween home decor, fall floral stems, specialty foods like apple butter and cobbler mixes, our fall Cheryl's cookie flavors, outdoor metal garden art for fall and Halloween, and so much more. Our confectionery has also welcomed the season with your favorite fall fudge flavors. We even hand-dipped Granny Smith apples with fudge, and Hershey's hand-dipped ice creams are available every day. There's a reason why thousands and thousands of customers visit us every month. So come back and see us at your happy place at Crown Decor and Gifts during our fall open house sale going on today. We hope to see you soon.
High school soccer is back on CAS 45. Thursday, September 7th at 6:30, catch the Parkersburg Big Reds boys team hosting Ripley. CAS 45 is proud to showcase local high school student athletes. Fans can watch the games live, both on TV and streaming on Facebook and YouTube. Coverage is presented by WVU Medicine Camden Clark. Don't miss Ripley versus PHS boys soccer, September 7th on CAS 45.
What Exit does for you.
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 What Exit does for you, our sellers, is offer you a top-notch marketing package, your own commercial, 3D virtual tour, and website, just to name a few. You don't need to look any further to get your property sold.
We at Exit Riverbend Realty are so grateful that you've entrusted us with all of your real estate needs. We do appreciate it. Don't forget we have 2 offices, one at each end of the bridge. See you soon.
These sweet unicorns are all about the symbol of beauty and magic. Let Mark Armstrong's goals show why we were voted the #1 jewelry store in the Mid-Ohio Valley. Whether you're looking for that special diamond or any other unique piece of jewelry, show your loved one the best is yet to come with a memory that will last a lifetime. If other area jewelers have trusted me for over 45 years, shouldn't you?
Okay, everybody, let's get started. Let's hear from production.
We are made fresh every day, ready to go. We've got glazed, filled, sprinkled, dipped, you name it.
Amazing. And there's more than just donuts, right?
You're on mute.
Oops, sorry. There are pastries and brownies, cookies and muffins, cakes and more.
The pepperoni rolls and breads are fantastic.
Sounds great, everyone. Anything else to add?
Grrr, I'm a bear claw.
You sure are, buddy.
I started in the mattress business in 1976. I was 24 years old. I spent 30 years running large manufacturing plants building all types of mattresses. Remember water beds?
There are many ways to design mattresses, and they all have their pros and cons. What you need to know is how those pros and cons fit with your individual needs. Every person has their own age, weight, and medical history to consider.
If it doesn't say Max, you're not the right mattress store.
I was out doing this one day, then this happened. Not cool. So I went to Murray's. Talked to Dennis. He rocks. Like, he literally rocks. They got me fixed up super fast, hassle-free. It was awesome. That's why I keep going back. When glass breaks, call Murray's.
It's our 65th birthday, but the presents are for you. For a limited time, One Community Federal Credit Union is offering 24-month CDs at 5.61% APY. Celebrate with us and earn more. Invest in our birthday CD today.
Rejuvenation Laser and Skin Center wants to welcome 3 new state-of-the-art machines to their location. The Physique targets stubborn areas that regular diet and exercise have trouble with to help you get the results you've been looking for. The Tetra is a CO2 laser that offers fully customizable skin treatments to help improve fine lines and wrinkles, scars, and more. The Pico helps remove tattoos and dark spots by offering laser skin resurfacing with no downtime. Call 740-538-9943 to book your appointment.
Rivertown Grill in Williamstown is now open for lunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Enjoy your meal and the warm weather on our outdoor patio. We have all your lunch favorites, like sandwiches, salads, wings, burgers, and more. Be sure to follow us on Facebook for our weekly food specials. Join us soon for lunch on Saturday and Sunday at Rivertown Grill in Williamstown.
I sincerely hope you never need my services, because my firm represents people that have been seriously hurt in automobile accidents. I'm Jim Staley, and I've seen the devastating effects that those accidents can have, not only on those who are injured, but also on those who are at fault. Don't drive distracted. Put down the phone. It can wait until you get where you're going. Staley Law and Mediation, advocating for victims of serious personal injury.
My name is Brittany Lemon. I am the head cook at Hamilton Middle School. I've worked for Wood County Schools for 14 years. My favorite part of working at Wood County Schools is the interaction with the kids, and I love my schedule. I love my hours and my time off. One of the benefits of working for Wood County Schools is my schedule is the same as my children. It's always been important to me to spend time with them as well as be there for my job. Wood County Schools is like a big family. We all take care of each other, and I love the hours at the school.
Let Sir Speedy take your project from idea to execution. Large and small, simple to complex, top-notch printing, custom signage, or a direct mail marketing campaign, the professionals at Sir Speedy are here to help. You'll always get the quality products, personalized service, and experience you've come to expect. So bring us your challenges and we'll work with you to solve them. We're your local resource for creative solutions. Beautiful, inventive, smart, everything you need. At Sir Speedy, we do it all.
Have you heard what happened to those with curious minds? They packed up, broke free of conventions. These prospectors of knowledge are blazing a new trail, joining the long line of those who sought adventure and prepared for anything. This is the time. This is the place. Bring forth a pioneer.
It's football season, and CAS Cable has a deal for new customers that's a real touchdown. Right now, new customers can buy 1 month of internet service from CAS Cable and get a second month free. Rush to our website for details today. Tackle high prices with internet service from CAS Cable. Was that too many football references?
Healthy relationships. It's how we think about primary care at Camden Clark. When you choose one of our providers, you're starting a relationship with access to award-winning specialty care, diagnostics, and MyWVU chart. Our state-of-the-art user-friendly electronic medical records that's at your fingertips. Caring for you for over 125 years. We're the only local community healthcare providers backed by the power of WVU medicine. Healthy relationships start here.
Good afternoon. Opening day, Mike. The most exciting words in college football this afternoon. We're coming to you live from Don Drum Stadium. We've got the Marietta College Pioneers hosting the St. John Fisher Cardinals, that is, from Rochester, New York. Mike, the Pioneers coming to this game, coming off of a 6-4 season from a year ago. And the Pioneers have won last year's season opener, have won 5 out of their last 6 season openers, so it's a good Pioneer team. Now St. John Fisher comes in. They've got an astounding record in Division III football. The Cardinal come in, coming off of an unseasonable-like season for them last year. They were 4-6, but Coach Paul Vosberg has been there for 33 years and has a tremendous track record of success. Two teams getting ready to kick off the new season. Mike, what's the excitement level down there?
Well, the excitement is there because they haven't played anybody yet, and they want to find out what they can do and what the season's going to bring here. And I'm going to tell you right now, Marietta College has a veteran team coming back. St. John's has got a team that always is competitive, so this should be a heck of a ball game and a heck of an opener.
Pioneers are deep this year. They've got a lot of starters back, 8 starters on offense, 6 starters on defense, and they've got a lot of experience, so we'll see if that plays out this afternoon.
And they got a running back that's led the conference the last 3 years in rushing, so we're looking forward to him.
Bryce Agnew, having a great season, 3 times first team all conference, so quite a talent down there. And what a beautiful day to play at Don Drum Stadium, and looking forward to some good football. And we'll be hearing from the head coach of Andy Waddle coming up after you see this. You're watching Marietta College football presented by Sir Speedy of Parkersburg on CAS Cable and Marietta.edu.
Let Sir Speedy take your project from idea to execution. Large and small, simple to complex, top-notch printing, custom signage, or a direct mail marketing campaign, the professionals at Sir Speedy are here to help. You'll always get the quality products, personalized service, and experience you've come to expect. So bring us your challenges and we'll work with you to solve them. We're your local resource for creative solutions. Beautiful, inventive, smart, everything you need. At Sir Speedy, we do it all.
Have you heard what happened to those with curious minds? They packed up, broke free of conventions.
2.5,
These prospectors of
5,
knowledge are blazing a new trail, joining the long line of those who sought adventure and prepared for anything.
Okay.
This is the time. This is the place. Bring forth a pioneer.
It's football season, and CAS Cable has a deal for new customers that's a real touchdown. Right now, new customers can buy 1 month of internet service from CAS Cable and get a second month free. Rush to our website for details today. Tackle high prices with internet service from CAS Cable. Was that too many football references?
Join us today for our fall open house sale at Crown Decor and Gifts and save store-wide with many special sales and discounts. The feels and scents of fall are beginning to fill the air, and Crown Decor and Gifts is ready to welcome you. Crown is packed wall-to-wall and floor-to-ceiling with some of the area's largest varieties of fall and Halloween home decor, fall floral stems, specialty foods like apple butter and cobbler mixes, our fall Cheryl's cookie flavors, outdoor metal garden art for fall and Halloween, and so much more. Our confectionery has also welcomed the season with your favorite fall fudge flavors. We even hand-dipped Granny Smith apples with fudge, and Hershey's hand-dipped ice creams are available every day. There's a reason why thousands and thousands of customers visit us every month. So come back and see us at your happy place at Crown Decor and Gifts during our fall open house sale going on today. We hope to see you soon.
And welcome back to opening day. Marietta College getting set to take on St. John Fisher University. Joining me now is the head coach of the Marietta College Pioneers, Coach
Jim,
Andy
when you
Watto.
want me
Andy,
to
glad to have
mention
you with us
the
today.
local kids, there's 9 of them.
Excited to get the season kicked off.
I was going to say, what's the excitement level for this team? You've been working hard for more than a month now, having the guys together, hitting on each other, and now you get to kick the season off. Well, what's the excitement level, and what does this opening day mean to you and your team?
Yeah, I think every year opening day is always an exciting, opportunity because everything's fresh and new and opportunities to go really do some special things. And we think that we have a good team this year, so that adds to the excitement. And we get to find out a little bit more about ourselves today when we play somebody else in real live game action. So,
what do you think the strength of your team is?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we have, obviously a very.
What Exit does for you.
What Exit does for you.
What Exit does for you. What Exit does for you.
What Exit does for you.
What Exit does for you, our sellers, is offer you a top-notch marketing package, your own commercial, 3D virtual tour, and website, just to name a few. You don't need to look any further to get your property sold.
We at Exit Riverbend Realty are so grateful that you've entrusted us with all of your real estate needs. We do appreciate it. Don't forget we have 2 offices, 1 at each end of the bridge. See you soon.
Rejuvenation Laser and Skin Center wants to welcome 3 new state-of-the-art machines to their location. The Physique targets stubborn areas that regular diet and exercise have trouble with to help you get the results you've been looking for. The Tetra is a CO2 laser that offers fully customizable skin treatments to help improve fine lines and wrinkles, scars, and more. The Pico helps remove tattoos and dark spots by offering laser skin resurfacing with no downtime. Call 740-538-9943 to book your appointment.
Rivertown Grill in Williamstown is now open for lunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Enjoy your meal and the warm weather on our outdoor patio. We have all your lunch favorites, like sandwiches, salads, wings, burgers, and more. Be sure to follow us on Facebook for our weekly food specials. Join us soon for lunch on Saturday and Sunday at Rivertown Grill in Williamstown.
I sincerely hope you never need my services because my firm represents people that have been seriously hurt in automobile accidents. I'm Jim Staley, and I've seen the devastating effects that those accidents can have, not only on those who are injured, but also on those who are at fault. Don't drive distracted. Put down the phone. It can wait until you get where you're going. Staley Law and Mediation, advocating for victims of serious personal injury.
My name is Brittany Lemon. I am the head cook at Hamilton Middle School. I've worked for Wood County Schools for 14 years. My favorite part of working at Wood County Schools is the interaction with the kids, and I love my schedule. I love my hours and my time off. One of the benefits of working for Wood County Schools is my schedule is the same as my children. It's always been important to me to spend time with them as well as be there for my job. Wood County Schools is like a big family. We all take care of each other, and I love the hours at the school.
Healthy relationships. It's how we think about primary care at Camden Clark. When you choose one of our providers, you're starting a relationship with access to award-winning specialty care, diagnostics, and MyWVU chart. Our state-of-the-art user-friendly electronic medical records that's at your fingertips. Caring for you for over 125 years. We're the only local community healthcare providers backed by the power of WVU medicine. Healthy relationships start here.
Honest Fred's Flooring is your one-stop premier flooring destination. Whether residential or commercial, you can count on us for first-rate customer service and a vast selection of flooring options. You're invited to sit down with our flooring experts to discuss your project, and our warehouse is full of flooring ready for installation. Plus, take advantage of 0% financing. Schedule your free estimate today at honestfreds.com or give us a call. The flooring you want, the service you need, and the value you deserve. Honest Fred's Flooring, Parkersburg, Marietta, and Spencer.
The Corner Cafe in downtown Parkersburg, next to Matheny Motors, has you covered for every meal of the day. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week. You can enjoy our full menu whenever you want. Burger for breakfast, omelet for dinner. You can have it at the Corner Cafe. Enjoy our dinner specials like meatloaf, baked steak, and open-faced roast beef sandwiches. Top off your meal with homemade desserts, including our wide selection of pies. We hope to see you soon at the Corner Cafe, 3rd and Ann Streets in downtown Parkersburg, next to Matheny Motors.
Welcome back to opening day college football season 2023. The Marietta College Pioneers playing host to the St. John Fisher Cardinals, coming to you from Don Drum Stadium. It's a warm afternoon, Mike, 81 degrees currently, and we're getting ready to have the coin toss as the people are coming out on the field. And a little bit more about John Fisher University. Is located in suburban Rochester, New York, celebrating its 75th anniversary year. Mike, the school has 5,000 undergraduates. They're a member of the NCAA Division III Empire 8 Athletic Association. Head coach Paul Vosberg is in his 33rd season with the Cardinals. In that time, he's coached the Cardinals to 6 conference championships, and they've been to the NCAA Division III championship game in 5 times. Vosberg's teams have made the postseason 15 out of the last 17 years, and they have a 10-5 playoff record. And before they joined the Empire 8, they also won 6 East Coast Athletic Conference bowl games. So, Mike, a very good track record. Coach Vosberg is gearing in, coming close to his 200th career victory, and he has a record of 180 wins and 145 losses in his time at St. John's. Now we're getting ready for the coin toss. The referees have the players out on the field, and the captains are going over the ground rules here at Marietta College, and we will see who gets the opening kickoff here.
You know, this is going to be a good test for Marietta because Marietta's expecting big things out of their ball club. They got most of their starters back from last year, a 6-4 record, and this is going to be a great test for them. It'll tell them a lot about their ball club and what they're going to be able to do and what they're going to have to work on, Jim.
And Pioneers are entering the field.
They usually have the coin toss before. This is just a simulation right now, letting us know.
So the Pioneers get the coin toss. They defer, so John Fisher will get the opening kickoff here. They shake hands, and we're just minutes away from college football 2023. Marietta College Pioneers, I said, 6-4, and they were ranked 5th in the preseason poll. The 5th place is where they finished last year, and we apologize for the audio problems with the interview, but Coach Andy Waddle very optimistic about his team, the depth that he has and the talent that he has coming back, and the work they put in this summer. He believes they will pay off, and they get a good challenge here against a John Fisher University program that has had great success over the years under Coach Paul Vosberg.
Well, Jim, you know, for our viewing audience out there, keep an eye on number 24, Bryce Agnew for Marietta College. He has led the Ohio Conference the last 3 years in rushing, and he's a heck of a back, and he plays high school ball at Berea Mid Park just outside of Cleveland, which is a good program.
Yeah, Northeastern Ohio football, it's a hotbed of a great talent there in high school football that transitions on to the college ranks.
Well, you take a look at Marietta College Pioneers roster, Jim, and it is top-heavy with Northeastern Ohio players.
And Matthew Gossett getting ready to kick it away for Marietta College as the Cardinals take the field.
Jim, I was watching him during warm-ups. He has a big 6'5" freshman, got a long leg, and he was kicking consistently in the end zone during warm-ups.
And he puts the ball on the tee just minutes away. We're on the blue and gray turf here at Pioneer, I should say, Don Drum Stadium, and the turf was refurbished this summer, putting new fill in there, so it's ready to go, and we're ready to go. So we kick it off here.
This is an unusual lineup on a kickoff team, Jim.
He boots it away. The ball will hit in the end zone, so that'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out, and we're ready to start here. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Running down the starting lineups for the Cardinals, the quarterback is a senior, Aaron Chase. He's a 5th-year senior, 6'2", 200 pounds. Peyton Nolan is with him in the backfield. He's 5'10", 195. Tight end is Declan Ferry, 6'4", 240. Another tight end, Hank Ferguson, 6 foot, 215 pounds. Wide receiver, Michael Escobar. Brayton Johnson, the other wide receiver. And the guys up front, Gordon Wester, Joe Howard, Jacob Stewart, and Joey Marsh with Joe Martinucci. Here we go. First down, fakes the handoff, throws to the outside. It is caught, pulled in at about the 35-yard line, out of bounds. As the receiver gets knocked out, that was Michael Escobar, the senior, 6'1", 175-pound senior.
Nice throw, Jim, that time to the sideline by Aaron Chase, number 12, quarterback for St. John Fisher.
So that'll be up 2nd and short, about 2nd and 2. Now from the I formation. Man in motion is the tight end, Hank Ferguson. It's a handoff to Peyton Nolan, and he gets stuffed there short of the first down marker. As a matter of fact, they knocked him back for a little bit of a loss, so that'll bring up a 3rd down, and we'll call it a long 2 for the Cardinals.
Tackle that time was made by number 7, Jalen Gordon, a senior, 5'8", 160 pounds.
Again from the I formation. The first third down of the game, looking for that first down. You're going to go to the air right over the middle, a wide open wide receiver. That gets pulled in there, and he's on his way before he gets knocked out of bounds. It's a great catch by Declan Ferry. And that is 37-yard on the pickup, and that'll be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals.
He broke off the line of scrimmage, Jim, and he was wide open in the first couple of steps.
Ball's at the 30-yard line. The Cardinals wearing red, knocking on the door, red helmets knocking on the door of the red zone here. The first drive of this ball game. John Fisher has a new offensive coordinator this year. He's in his first year, and so the players are getting acclimated to the system here. And we've got the referee picked up some debris about the 40-yard line and bringing it to the sideline.
When I first looked at it,
house cleaning there.
It was a yellow wrapper, and it looked like a flag.
Now we've got stacked receivers on the right side. And from the shotgun formation, Chase calling the signals. Fakes he does hand it off to Nolan. Nolan gets around the left end, and he gets picks up short yardage before he gets knocked down by the Pioneers. Harley Hopkins was in on the tackle for Marietta. Running down to the Marietta defense there, the guys up front. Malik Melton, Isaiah McCartney, Chance Knight, Jake Visnick. Linebackers Brad McManaway, Harley Hopkins, Chase Ryan, and Dre Baldwin. Defensive backs Jalen Kiro Gordon and Sal Laurie and Brad Panucci. Handoff goes again to Nolan. Nolan pounds his way for a few yards. That'll bring up 3rd and long, about 3rd and a long 6, Mike.
And, that time they tried to pound it off tackle, but Marietta closed it down rather quickly. I've seen Marietta, in this short period of time, Jim, they show a 4-man front, and then they'll change to a 3-man front. So they're trying to mix up their defenses. Right now they're showing a 4-man front.
Cardinals averaged 311 yards in total offense and 18 points a game last season. They were a predominantly passing team, 174 yards. They had 14 turnovers, 11 interceptions, and 3 fumbles. And they're changing the football here. Must have been a Marietta football.
That's the reason they're going to say that they got stopped because they had the wrong football, huh?
Might have been scuffed up. Okay, we've got a ball ready to play, and now the Cardinals on 3rd and long. The I formation behind the quarterback in the shotgun. Looking to pass. Chase tipped and incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
Be interesting to see what they do here.
It'd be a long field goal. They're bringing in the field goal unit, so apparently their kicker has a leg on him. The kicker's Kyle Farewell.
It's going to be a 45-yarder.
Yeah. Farewell siding the line there. Good snap, a little high. He gets it down. The kick is up, and the kick is
wide left.
Looks like it'll be no good.
Wide right, excuse me.
Wide right.
The other left.
So St. John Fisher moves the ball downfield, but they come up short as the field goal is no good. That gives the ball, Pioneers will get good field position to start. 1st and 10 from their 27-yard line.
Let's see if they hand it off to number 24 to start with. As much yardage as he's gained in the last 3 years, I would feed him the ball constantly.
Bryce Agnew in the backfield along with Connor Vierstra. Wide receivers Dawson Snyder, Evan Gandy, who's a local kid. More on that in a moment. Jason Melchiori and Dante Dacchio. Man in motion. Vierstra hands it off to Bryce Agnew, and why not? He's had a great track record, but he'll just pick up short yardage on that play.
Nice tackle by number 44 for St. John. Did a great job of filling in there. Ryan Nugent. He's a senior, 5'9", 210-pound from Hamburg, New Jersey.
Both teams playing the no huddle. And we've got 2 receivers up to the top of the screen, 2 receivers in the bottom. The man in motion is Dacchio. Rolling right is Vierstra, now coming back left. He's going to take off, looking for a block, and he gets one. And he gets knocked out of bounds at about the 34-yard line.
Jim, that block that was thrown was by Bryce Agnew. He peeled back and had a heck of a block.
I bring up 3rd down in a passing situation. Vierstra's a 6'4", 217-pound junior from Thornville, Ohio. He's a sports management major. Started at Sheridan High School, where he earned 11 varsity letters. Last season, he hit on 125 of 214 passes for 1,729 yards and 15 touchdowns. Coming up to the line. The snap is going to the near sideline, complete for a 1st down, and that's a nice pickup there. Dawson Snyder with the reception, 5'10", 190-pound junior. And Dawson's from Pittsburgh.
He did a nice job, Jim, of a square out.
Last season, he had 38 catches for 668 yards and 6 touchdowns. And now another short side pass once again to Dawson Snyder, and Snyder gets across the 50-yard line, and he'll get knocked out at about the 45-yard line. So the Pioneer offense looking pretty good here in the early going, Mike.
Well, I'll tell you, a good block was thrown that time by number 86, Dante DeShasio. I think it's DeShasio. And sophomore, he's 6'1", 220 pounds, did a great job of blocking in front of him.
Dacchio is pronounced.
Dacchio.
Yep. Now we're 2 receivers right, one on the bottom of the screen. From the pistol, we've got the man in motion is Snyder, that is. Now Vierstra gets the snap. No, he drops it, and he's going to take off. Man has a jersey. Yeah. He'll pick up 2 or 3 yards on that.
Well, that was 93, Zach Driesbach. Junior, 6'3", 235 pounds. He did a nice job of hanging on.
Now, back in the 70s, if you had those breakaway jerseys, he would have got away with that. But
they didn't last too many games back then, Jim, because those jerseys got expensive.
Once again, from the shotgun, Vierstra with Snyder behind him, or Agnew behind him. Hand off to Agnew. He cuts it back. He'll pick up short yardage on that play. Good play by the interior part of the defensive line for John Fisher.
Jim?
Running down the defense for John Fisher up front, Zach Driesbach, Andrew Casanova, Ethan Heineman. Linebackers, Jake Driesbach, Ryan Nugent, Joe Misha, and Ryan O'Day. Cornerbacks are Dorian Moore, Joseph Milanese, Trent Sherman, and Keegan Bailey. Okay, 3rd down and about 8 now for the Pioneers. Vierstra looking over the middle, and then he dumps it off to Agnew. Agnew beats a man, and he gets close to that 1st down yardage before he's spun down. He might be just short. Let's see. The way they're spotting it, we might have our first measurement of the college football season, Mike.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you what, that was a good play selection, good call.
Oh, do we have a flag on the play? Oh, we do. Penalty on the play. I think I'm not sure what the call was. We'll hear from the official. Ineligible receiver. So that'll kill the first down. That'll bring up, back it up 5 yards and make it 3rd and 13.
I'll tell you what, the
offensive penalties, Mike.
Well, I'll tell you right here, good time to run a screen pass because they're coming hard.
We got a man come offside here. Free play, so he's going to the air, and it is intercepted, but no matter because that play is coming back for offsides.
Well, that was a dead ball anyway.
Yeah.
They want
So we'll do it over again. 3rd and 8 coming up here after they move the ball 5 yards. And I wonder if Veerstra might have had a hard count there to draw him off, Mike.
It looked like it did. I saw him move his head a little bit, and that could have been a penalty actually on him for doing that, simulating a start.
Veerstra looking to pass. Now he cuts it up the middle. He'll take off, and he's very close. The ball comes loose.
And he
gets the first down.
He lost
his okay, that was his headgear that came loose. I saw something come flying out of there. But Veerstra will have to come out because of the penalty, his helmet coming off.
You know, Jim, the rule states, in his case, he got knocked down when the headgear went off, but if you lose your headgear, you are to drop down immediately. That's in the rules. But in that case, he was going down from the tackle. So
it is 1st and 10. Gabe Tingle. The ball is bad snap, and Cardinals are all over it at about the 40-yard line. There was a flag on the play, though, in the secondary.
There's 2 flags, as a matter of fact.
And now Veerstra is back in.
That's to the benefit of Marietta, Jim, because that's a dead ball.
Yeah, so
and otherwise, they would have lost the ball there on a fumble.
No fumble on the play. It'll bring up 1st and 15.
Now, that snap, Jim, was way to the left. I don't understand it. There wasn't anybody there at all.
And the false start was on the wide receiver, Dawson Snyder. But anyway, we've got Veerstra back in. Veerstra hands off to Agnew. Agnew finds a split in the defense, and he's on his way. 2-man to beat inside the 5, and he'll come up just short at about the 2-yard line. A great pickup there. About 37-yard run for Bryce Agnew, and right there, Mike, he shows why he's all-conference.
He's like trying to tackle a fire plug, Jim, because he's 5'9", 215 pounds, and he can fly.
Here we go, Veerstra with the handoff to Agnew, and Agnew has no running room there, so it'll probably get knocked back for maybe a little bit of a loss.
A nice tackle that time by Ryan Nugent.
Yeah, the ball's at the 3-yard line now. It'll be 2nd and goal. Going for the first touchdown of the season. Just under 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. You're watching Pioneer football and opening day 2023 against St. John Fisher. Veerstra now has everything set.
Play clock's running down.
Veerstra calls his own number, puts his head forward, and he dives ahead to about the half-yard line, just shy of the goal line. And that'll bring up 3rd down and goal.
Jake,
just inside the 1.
Jake Driesbach, number 34, got down lower than he could get down and stopped that from going into the end zone. Nice job by number 34.
3rd and short. 4-down territory if it comes to that, Mike.
I would think so this early in the season.
Yep. I formation now from the shotgun. It's Veerstra, and he's got Agnew right behind him. He'll hand it to Agnew. Agnew cuts
Touchdown.
across the left side. He's in for the touchdown. Marietta College Pioneers are on the board at the 4:54, Mike. Touchdown for Marietta. And I think we've got the replay of that coming up, Mike. He just followed
powered
his
his
big
way.
offensive lineman, and you see him in celebrating with his teammates. You got to congratulate the guys up front for Marietta opening that hole. Left tackle Braden Adams, the left guard. It's Schildwalter, Seth Wallace, the center, David Bush, and Sam Thomas, all out there opening up the hole for the touchdown for the Pioneers. The kick for Marietta is up, and it is good.
Boy,
Matthew
that's
Gossett.
What a leg. He's got a very strong leg.
So at the 4:54 mark, Mike, it's Pioneers on top by the score of 7-0. And Mike, a pretty impressive first drive. Their defense held for Marietta down on the other end of the field, and they drove it all the way down for the touchdown. A mix of good passing and good running by Bryce Agnew.
Jim, I always say, you've heard it for several years, when you have an offensive penalty, offensive penalties kill. But in this case, we had an offensive penalty on Marietta, and it didn't kill them. It saved them because they fumbled the ball. And it was a dead ball foul, which gave the ball back to Marietta, and that was fortunate for them. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to go on down there and drive in for a touchdown.
Pioneer special teams out there. Getting ready to kick it off.
Look at this, Jim. Look at this line up across on the kickoff team.
They stack them.
I've never seen anything like it.
On the ends, it's 3 players, and on the interior, they've got 2 players stacked on top of each other.
On the hash marks.
The boot is away. It's a low line drive kick. It'll be pulled in about the 12-yard line. And
good
what a
hit.
shot there at about the 22-yard line. And I think they getting in on the stick for Marietta. That was number 32. That was Anthony Holden Daly, that is. And Holden Daly, I think, and Mike, is one of our local players.
Yes, he's at Waterford High School. And Waterford and Fort Fry are right across the river from each other, and both of them have been really good in the last few years.
So Holden Daly says, thank you very much.
Good hit.
Great shot there, and he's just a sophomore. John Fisher now back on the field for their second offensive attempt. Aaron Chase has a man in motion. Chase hands it off to Peyton Nolan. Nolan maybe gets knocked back for a loss of a couple yards. A nice job by the interior part of that Marietta line. Also say a loss of 1, so that'll bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, I watched that time the front 4 for Marietta's defense, and all 4 of them just hit their offensive opponent in front of them and stood them up.
Pioneers now getting set defensively. Man in motion. Chase over the middle. Oh, it's broken up.
Loose.
Nice play there by the defensive back for the Pioneers.
Trying to see who it is, Jim. It's Brady Panucci.
Yeah, I think it's
21.
Yeah. 5'11", 185-pound junior, so that'll bring up 3rd and 11. Pioneers making some big sticks early on in this game defensively and on special teams. Chase being chased. He throws it downfield. It is, did he get it? Let's see what the official says. I believe incomplete pass. So Pioneers will get the ball back here. 3 and out by the Pioneers. A great defensive stand early going, Mike, and they're asserting themselves early in this game, Mike.
Right now, they seem to be settling into their game plan.
Kyle Farewell will punt the ball away. Returning for Marietta is Dawson Snyder. He's back there. The punt is away. Snyder has to back up, and he calls a fair catch. He'll catch it at about the 36-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Pioneers from the 36-yard line.
That was a nice kick, nice coverage.
On that first drive, the Pioneers had 9 plays. They had Bryce Agnew, 5 running plays. He gained 38 yards, and he punched it in for the touchdown from inside the 1. Connor Vierstra had 4 passes, and he had 15 yards. And the Pioneers get it into the end zone on their first scoring drive, and now they're trying to do the same here in the closing minutes of the first quarter. Vierstra has his man in motion. Hand off to Agnew, trying to get to the near sideline, and he puts his shoulder down. He takes a lick, but he also delivers one as well.
Nice job of pursuit that time by St. John Fisher University. They did a great job of sliding toward that play.
Pioneers have 2 receivers in the top of your screen, 2 on the bottom. And Agnew alongside the quarterback, Connor Vierstra. Vierstra throws it over the middle. Hits his wide receiver, Dawson. Dawson, first down yardage and a little bit more. The Pioneers are moving the ball.
Well, that pass pattern was the slot receiver actually ran away from everybody else, and it really worked out well for them.
First down stops the clock at the 3:03 mark. They wind the clock, so under 3 minutes to go.
They call that a drag pattern, Jim, where he drags across short.
Tony Anthony on the top of your screen. Man in motion is Dante Daccio. Hand off to Agnew. Agnew pounds his way across the 50 and picked up about 4 yards on first down there.
That time they pulled the right tackle and right guard to the left side, and they got in front, and he was able to pick up about 5 yards.
Pioneers. I formation from the shotgun, Vierstra. Agnew gets the handoff, and he'll chug ahead for about 3 more yards. Got to bring up 3rd and 3 for the Pioneers. Pioneers offensive coordinator is Reed Florence. He's been at his alma mater as a coordinator for 6 seasons now. Pioneers averaged about 27 points a game last year, 335 yards in total offense, 156 yards rushing a game, mostly due to Bryce Agnew. Agnew gets a handoff again, right up the gut, and he gets the first down yardage. Nothing fancy about that. He just runs straight ahead, puts his body forward, and follows his blockers.
He's coming out of the game right now. I think he's got an equipment problem. You know what? Like I said, he's like trying to tackle a fire plug.
I think Zion Wilburn's in, his backup. He's a 5'9", 215-pound sophomore. First and 10, Vierstra hands it off. Nope, we got a penalty on the play. Delay of game. Well, let's see if Agnew comes back in or if they're going to give him a little breather to the quarter. Of course, Mike, it's 81 degrees at the start of the game, and that turf radiates some heat, so
it's not the turf is not as bad today as it was when they first started out with the AstroTurf.
But warm conditions for the players, but it's Labor Day weekend. You expect that. Officials timeout. They're looking at something on the field. Equipment managers out there with
just
a
picked something
towel
up. The only thing I can think of, Jim, is that there's some blood on there. And they
they have to.
They have to treat it.
Yeah. Bryce Agnew's back into the lineup now. He had a breather. So he'll be back in for the final 26 seconds of this quarter. So 1st and 10 for the Pioneers. We're reset for action. We've got Veerstra with two backs behind him. And a handoff. If Veerstra calls his own number, cuts it across.
Nice run.
Tucks the ball in his left hand, and he'll pick up first down yardage.
No, he's short.
Oh, that's right. He's close, because of the penalty.
Yeah.
I was noticing the pylon or the chains on the other end, but he picks up a good chunk of it, picks up 7 yards, so it'll be second and 8 yards for first down. And that's the end of the first quarter. With your score, Marietta College on top of St. John Fisher, 7-0. You're watching Marietta College football presented by Sir Speedy Printing in Parkersburg on CS Cable 45.
Let Sir Speedy take your project from idea to execution. Large and small, simple to complex, top-notch printing, custom signage, or a direct mail marketing campaign, the professionals at Sir Speedy are here to help. You'll always get the quality products, personalized service, and experience you've come to expect. So bring us your challenges and we'll work with you to solve them. We're your local resource for creative solutions. Beautiful, inventive, smart, everything you need. At Sir Speedy, we do it all.
And the officials came back and put some time on the clock, but then they rolled it off because the previous play was still in bounds. And so they made the players come out and they rolled the clock. And now we go to our first quarter break. You're watching Marietta College football presented by Sir Speedy Printing of Parkersburg on CAS 45.
Rivertown Grill in Williamstown is now open for lunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Enjoy your meal and the warm weather on our outdoor patio. We have all your lunch favorites, like sandwiches, salads, wings, burgers, and more. Be sure to follow us on Facebook for our weekly food specials. Join us soon for lunch on Saturday and Sunday at Rivertown Grill in Williamstown.
And welcome back, getting ready for second quarter action here at Don Drum Stadium. Season opener for Marietta College. They lead at 7-0, and they're driving now at the 40-yard line. 2nd and 8 for the Pioneers. Veerstra calling his own number, following his blockers. Oh, he'll get knocked down at about the 40-yard line, so he no gain there. Good job by the interior part of the Cardinals' defensive line, Mike.
Jim, that was number 2, Gage Tingle. He snuck in there at quarterback when we weren't looking.
So that'll bring up third down. Let's see if Gabe Tingle is in there. Let's get the number of the quarterback here.
No, the quarterback now is Connor Veerstra's
Yeah, Veerstra's back in the lineup. So 3rd and 8. Veerstra has rolling to his right, throwing an out route. It's pulled in. Oh, he breaks
nice
away
run
from a defender, and that move there helps him pick up the first down.
I think
Ryan O'Day with a great move there to pick up that first down.
Absolutely, he made a good move.
Ray Baldwin, that is, with the first down.
One of the toughest things a defensive football player has to do is to make an open field tackle, Jim. good backs, good receivers can make them look awful bad.
Dre Baldwin with the reception and the move, so that'll move the ball ahead. 1st and 10. Veerstra fakes the handoff, rolls to his right. He's going to the air, and he'll find a wide open tight end. And that's, we've got a.
Oh my gosh.
I thought he was going to the house, Mike.
I did too. I didn't see him step out of bounds. That was Dre Baldwin.
Yes, he stepped out of bounds, and so it'll be 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. Pioneers inside the red zone for the 2nd time today. A quick hitter
nice
for
tackle.
Dawson Snyder, and he gets brought down in his tracks.
Oh, that was Deorian Moore, a 5'10", 175-pound senior from Bronx, New York.
Getting out of the big city and going up to the country.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That was a heck of a tackle, Jim, when you think about it.
Yeah, loss of 1, so they'll bring up 2nd and 11. High formation now for Veerstra. Now Agnew comes up alongside of him. Hands it off to Agnew, and not much there. He'll
tackle.
He'll get taken right about the line of scrimmage.
Ryan O'Day made that tackle, number 9, a 6', 220-pounder. Just a beautiful tackle.
That'll bring up 3rd down for the Pioneers, and Pioneers have been very good so far in 3rd down plays in this game, Mike.
Absolutely. picked up 2 long third downs previously in the first quarter. If they don't make the first down here, I'll almost guarantee you they're going to kick a field goal, because that freshman kicker that they have is really, really a good one.
Matthew Gossett, the kicker. Now Veerstra looking downfield, throws it over the middle. I think he had somebody run to the corner, but there was a misconnection there. And I think
it looked like to me that he was supposed to run an out and up, but he ran a curl instead.
So the quarterback was throwing towards the spot and not towards the receiver.
Yes.
So a little miscommunication there, but the ball will be spotted at about the 27-yard line. That'll make it a 37-yard attempt for Matthew Gossett.
Like I said, watched him in warm-ups. He has a very strong leg.
Just a freshman going for his first field goal. His kick is, wide right. I believe it is. So we've had two field goal attempts in this game and 2 misses. So the Pioneers' drive comes up for naught. The Cardinals there, the defense really stiffened there when the Pioneers got in the red zone. They had 2 straight losses and then an incomplete pass. So Bishops, or I should say the Cardinals, came up with Big D when they needed it.
Jim, that kick could have been good from 50 yards, but it was just wide right because he's got a very, very strong leg.
Aaron Chase brings his team back out on the field, the quarterback. Chase actually spent 2 years at the University of Buffalo, Division I, but he didn't get a chance to play there, so he transferred out, and it's Buffalo's loss is John Fisher's gain. Man in motion, a high snap, and he fakes the handoff and throws a quick pass out there into the flat. That's Michael Escobar down the near sideline, and that'll pick up about 6 yards there. Good pickup on first down.
You know, he's from Bronx, New York also. They got a couple of players from the Bronx.
He knew the big city was a hotbed of D3 college football. Now the official comes in from the sideline. They'll talk it over.
I don't know what this is about.
The referee's still in the backfield. I think it might have been about the spot. I think they moved the ball back a little bit. So that instead of, they moved it back almost a yard, so I'd say it's going to be 2nd and 5 now. We're set to play now. Chase fakes a handoff, a slanter over the middle, incomplete. He's going for Michael Escobar. Good defense there by a Pioneer who got his hand in there.
Well, I think that Pioneer might have been there a little bit early. Yeah. And I know the receiver was questioning it.
That's just called good anticipation. Mike.
Yeah. If they don't throw the flag, it's fine. It's good play.
So the Pioneers trying to get a stop here on first down, get the ball back for the offense. Cardinals have two players up top, one receiver on the bottom from the shotgun. Chase. Braden Johnson in motion. Chase goes over the middle.
Nice
it's
pass.
Complete. And he took a shot, but he still held on. And that is Michael Escobar picking up that first down. Great catch there by the young man.
He ran a deep curl, and I'll tell you one thing right now, Aaron Chase showed why he started out in Division I. He's got a great arm.
Interesting thing about Escobar is he didn't have any stats last season. He did not play, I believe due to injuries, but he's getting his opportunity now, and he's making the most of it. Cardinals down by a touchdown, try to pull even here in the second quarter. And the handoff once again goes to Peyton Nolan, and Nolan, good first down yardage all the way up to about the 45-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 5.
You know, Jim, we've had 2 headgears come off already in this ball game, and I have a problem understanding why, because most all these helmets are now 4-point chin straps. And if you fit that helmet tight enough, that headgear's not going to come off.
Not supposed to anyway.
No.
Handoff once again to Nolan. Nolan picks up first down yardage and more. He's scampering into the secondary across the 40 and across the 35. A good pickup there. 20-something yards on that pickup there by the young man, Peyton Nolan.
He came within a hair of breaking that thing all the way. Nice speed, good quickness.
First and 10. Cardinals looking to get into the red zone. Fisher hands off to DiCaprio. DiCaprio also has running rooms. He gets some holes there.
We got a flag behind the play.
Flag on the play. That's
holding.
Giovanni DiCaprio there, a sophomore on the play. They're moving him back.
Now this is an offensive killer. You know, 15-yard penalty or a 10-yard penalty. Yep. It's hard to make that 10 yards up.
So that moves the ball all the way back to the 45-yard line.
Jim, this has been a fairly penalty-free ball game.
I believe most of the penalties have been of the offensive variety for both teams. Aaron Chase has a man in motion. That's Hank Ferguson. Fakes the handoff. He's going deep over the middle. He has a man open and is pulled in for the touchdown.
What a pass. What a pass.
Johnson with the touchdown pass. Reception, that is, and a great catch there for the Cardinals. And just like that, Mike, 45-yard touchdown pass by Aaron Chase, and this game is pending the extra point.
All the receiver
tied up.
All the receiver did was run a deep post. A beautifully thrown ball.
Kyle Farewell kicks it up and through, and we are tied 7-7 with the 9:01 mark here in the second quarter. So, Mike, they had some adversity with that 15-yard penalty, but they got it all back there on one big play.
Oh, that was a heck of a well-thrown ball, Jim. You don't see anything any better on any level. I don't care where it is. That ball was just laid right out there. The receiver did not have to break stride. It was right in his hands. Actually, the defender wasn't that far away from him, Jim, so it had to be a perfectly thrown ball.
And it was, and he pulled it in. Aaron Chase looking to get an opportunity at St. John Fisher, and he got it. He's making the most of it here.
I've tried to catch the number of the receiver. Was that 85 that got that?
It was 84, Ethan Curtis.
Ethan Curtis.
Just a sophomore. Kyle Farewell now set to boot the ball away. Dawson Snyder is back, one of the back men for the kick returners for Marietta. Snyder pulls it in at about the 3-yard line.
There's a hole.
Hard.
There's a hole.
Right up the middle. He has a blocker, too. He has a kicker to beat. He gets by the kicker. He is on his way.
He's gone.
He's on his way. 97 yards for the touchdown. And just like that, Marietta College has the lead back.
Well
13-7.
Jim, I saw that setting up early. As you heard me say, there's a hole there, and there was.
There was, and he shot through it. And the kicker was the only man who had a shot at him at the end, and the blocker took care of him. Went Farewell, and it was a goodbye for the Pioneers.
Well done.
97 yards for the touchdown. Just like that. Gossett gets the ball up and through, and at the 8:49 mark of this ball game in the second quarter, Marietta's on top 14-7.
That has always been an exciting play, a kickoff return or a punt return. It creates a lot of excitement.
Indeed.
I'm sure that Coach Waddle feels good after that one because he was probably fuming after that touchdown scored against them.
Now, bad news for the Cardinals, they give up that special team touchdown. The good news is their offense is back on the field.
Yeah.
And on the last drive, their offense moved right down the field, scoring on a 45-yard touchdown pass from Chase to Curtis, Ethan Curtis. And Aaron Chase now, so far in this game, he's completed 5 of 9 at the 110 yards passing. And Escobar, who had a big part in that scoring drive, has 28 yards receiving and 3 catches.
Thank you.
So, Mike, have you ever seen 2 kickoff returns in a row for touchdowns?
Well, it's a possibility.
Yeah, it's a possibility. A good kick there. It will be into the end zone. And that's the way you prevent that fact. You just boot the ball into the end zone.
You took the words right out of my mouth because I was getting ready to say, you kick it in the end zone. You know, that's the thing that I keep saying on these games, and the pros especially. Kick it in the end zone every time, then you remove all doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Blue skies and puffy white clouds over the Pioneer City in Marietta. Marietta College Pioneers on top here on opening day, looking for their second opening day win in a row, and for their 6th win in the last 7 years on opening day. Okay, it's a handoff to Peyton Nolan, and Nolan has no running room there. He gets swarmed under by a host of Pioneer tacklers.
He had nowhere to go. He tried to cut it back initially, but there wasn't a running lane there for him.
A loss of 2 yards there on the play, 2nd and 12. Let's see if the Pioneers defense makes some adjustments here after that last series by the Cardinals, who came out and finally got their offense untracked. Chase has a man in motion. looking to go to the
screen.
Just dumps it off to Nolan, and he gets knocked down there. A great tackle there by the Pioneers, and that was Brady McManaway in on the tackle for the Pioneers. And McManaway is an impressive young man for Marietta.
He's a sophomore.
Yeah. He's
He read that well.
6 foot, 190-pound linebacker from Pleasant City, Ohio. Impact player in his first season last year. Second in the team with tackles was 64, including 33 solos. He had 3.5 quarterback sacks and 1 interception. So this young man has made a great impression from the Pioneers from the get-go. Chase going deep. He's going once Escobar, and Escobar pulls it in again.
Nice.
Oh my goodness, at about the 47-yard line.
I'll tell you, that receiver knows how to get open, and when you also talk about a quarterback that can lay it on the money, I'll tell you what, Aaron Chase looks as good as anybody.
Escobar's 4th catch of this ball game, and 2 of them have been big ones, and that ball will be 1st and 10 at the 45. So Fisher showing his ability to heave that ball down the field, and he's got a receiver in Escobar who can pull it in. Now he says, get back there, young man. Tank Ferguson was in motion. Now he's getting in motion, and he's going to hand it off to Nolan. Nolan has a little seam up the middle, and he'll pick up about good pickup there, and about three yards on the play. A little bit confusion there with the man in motion, but they got it straightened out.
What they were trying to do there with the man in motion is get the defensive eyes moving to their left, and then they come back against the green.
Yeah.
Okay, from the shotgun, Chase has 2 men in motion now. They'll have to get set, and they do. And he brings a man back. And it's a handoff to Nolan. Nolan has a good burst of speed, and he'll come up just short, about 3 yards short of the first down.
He hit the line of scrimmage really quick that time, Jim.
So big 3rd down for the Marietta defense here to see if they could stop it. And last couple of times series on 3rd down, Aaron Chase has been airing the ball out, and we'll see if that's the case again right now. He's got 3 receivers to the top of your screen. That's Braden Johnson in motion. Chase right up the middle, and he's going to pick up the 1st down. And Mike, that looked to be a run-only play. Looked like it was a design play. He stepped back 3 shots and went right up the middle.
And he showed good quickness, good speed on that, Jim.
Yeah, last season he had 2 rushing touchdowns and rushed for 117 yards.
That was an impressive run by him.
Ball's on the 33, and Smith goes out to his tight end, Hank Ferguson, and Ferguson gets knocked out of bounds after a good pickup across the 30-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 5 at the 28.
There was a nice stock block out there on the corner by Michael Escobar, number 14. He's more than just a receiver. He did a great job of blocking. Very impressive with that. Very impressed with that young man.
So we've got 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen, the same formation as earlier, except when they had it on top. Ferguson once again in motion, the tight end, and he fakes the handoff. He's scrambling to his left, looking, going to the end zone. He's looking for Escobar just over his back shoulder, incomplete. He had to turn around and try to make the grab, but he could not come up with it.
Did you see what he did, though, just before he threw the ball? He waved his receiver down the field, and one of the things that he did a good job of there, and for the viewers to look at with a quarterback, when they go away from their natural side, his natural side is the right side. He was coming left. You've got to square those shoulders to the target, and he did a good job, but he just put a little bit too much on the pass.
3rd down and 5 now. Last time they picked up the 1st down, it was Chase running the ball. Let's see if he'll go to the air, and he will. He's being chased, and he went dragged down there. Great stop for the Pioneers, as that was the linebacker, Harley Hopkins, with the tackle there. And Harley Hopkins breaks it up, so it's 4th down and 12. The ball's at the 35-yard line. Let's see, it's kind of a no-man's land. Are they going to go for it, or they could pooch punt it? So they're going to go for it. That'll be 4th and a long way. 4th and 12. So Coach has confidence in that offense of his. We've got 2 receivers to the top of the screen, 2 at the bottom. A big play for the Pioneer defense, a big play for the Cardinal offense. He's going to his man, one-on-one, and just a little bit too strong. That was just out of the reach of Evan Collins, who caught the touchdown earlier this game. Ethan Collins, that is. So Pioneers defense holds and gets the ball over on downs. But, Mike, that was a one-on-one situation, which a quarterback loves, and it was just a little bit too far out of the reach of his wide receiver.
You know, Jim, I'm super impressed with this young man. I can see why Buffalo, initially gave him a scholarship. He's a Division I player, in my opinion. He could be playing for somebody in Division I, and he's doing a great job here.
Yeah, he was all everything in his high school team. 3-sport athlete, and 4 letters in football at his high school, and he set all the passing records there. Pioneers now rolling to his right. That's incomplete, and that is Tingler back in at quarterback for Marietta. Gabe Tingler, that is, 6 foot, 190-pounder. So I don't know if giving Veerstra a breather. I'm looking down on the sideline for him.
I don't see him.
So I don't know if he had an issue.
Yeah, because he's not in there again.
So Tingle getting an opportunity here. He's a sophomore. Hand off to Agnew.
He
just
kept
short.
The ball.
Just short. He kept the ball. That Tingle. Okay. Now he's hurt.
Oh.
He's shaken up. And trainers come out. Nope. He's pounding his head in frustration on the turf. I don't know if it's a knee.
Well, Vistras just went on the field, so he's okay.
Probably just getting a breather.
I'll tell you what, he looks like he's in pain.
So that'd be. He's got his helmet off now. They got him rolled over on his back. Check that. He's still on his stomach. The training staff from Marietta, the team doctor, are all out there.
You hate this whenever you see any youngster down.
Mm-hmm. Both teams have come to the sidelines here. The Pioneers on the near sideline have taken a knee for their teammate. And they've got bringing the stretcher out. Of course, they've got an ambulance always here at the game.
He's got it looks like a major leg injury, Jim.
Okay, we'll be back with more of this action. We're waiting to see how the young man is. You're watching Marietta College football presented by Sir Speedy Printing in Parkersburg on CAS Cable 45.
Let Sir Speedy take your project from idea to execution. Large and small, simple to complex, top-notch printing, custom signage, or a direct mail marketing campaign, the professionals at Sir Speedy are here to help. You'll always get the quality products, personalized service, and experience you've come to expect. So bring us your challenges and we'll work with you to solve them. We're your local resource for creative solutions. Beautiful, inventive, smart, everything you need. At Sir Speedy, we do it all.
Have you heard what happened to those with curious minds? They packed up, broke free of conventions. These prospectors of knowledge are blazing a new trail, joining the long line of those who sought adventure and prepared for anything. This is the time. This is the place. Bring forth a pioneer.
It's football season, and CAS Cable has a deal for new customers that's a real touchdown. Right now, new customers can buy 1 month of internet service from CAS Cable and get a second month free. Rush to our website for details today. Tackle high prices with internet service from CAS Cable. Was that too many football references?
Healthy relationships. It's how we think about primary care at Camden Clark. When you choose one of our providers, you're starting a relationship with access to award-winning specialty care, diagnostics, and MyWVU chart. Our state-of-the-art user-friendly electronic medical records that's at your fingertips. Caring for you for over 125 years. We're the only local community healthcare providers backed by the power of WVU medicine. Healthy relationships start here.
Cox Family Pharmacy is here to save you the stress of knowing what pills to take and when with our pill packing service. You have a pharmacy staff that knows you with the experience to make it easy. Let us help you with our weekly pill packs. Cox Family Pharmacy, we're trusted.
At Cox Family Pharmacy, we're always looking for ways to serve our community, and we're happy to announce that we've opened our new location in Williamstown. Stop in and see the difference a locally owned pharmacy can make. We'll see you soon at Cox Family Pharmacy in Williamstown. We're trusted.
Carl's Pawn Shop is the first in the area to have the newest technology for evaluating precious metals. Yes, we're forging ahead of the pawn industry with state-of-the-art equipment which measures actual content in precious metals. When looking at jewelry or coins, we can tell you exactly what metals are in the items and its worth. Carl's has been a trusted source for buying and selling items and making loans for over 25 years. Stop in and see us at 3410 Emerson Avenue or 515 Division Street in Parkersburg.
Carl's Pawn Shop. Honest Fred's Flooring is your one-stop premier flooring destination. Whether residential or commercial, you can count on us for first-rate customer service and a vast selection of flooring options. You're invited to sit down with our flooring experts to discuss your project, and our warehouse is full of flooring ready for installation. Plus, take advantage of 0% financing. Schedule your free estimate today at honestfreds.com or give us a call. The flooring you want, the service you need, and the value you deserve. Honest Fred's Flooring, Parkersburg, Marietta, and Spencer.
The Corner Cafe in downtown Parkersburg, next to Matheny Motors, has you covered for every meal of the day. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week. You can enjoy our full menu whenever you want. Burger for breakfast, omelet for dinner. You can have it at the Corner Cafe. Enjoy our dinner specials like meatloaf, baked steak, and open-faced roast beef sandwiches. Top off your meal with homemade desserts, including our wide selection of pies. We hope to see you soon at the Corner Cafe, 3rd and Ann Streets in downtown Parkersburg, next to Matheny Motors.
Hey, it's Eric here at Lemon Bears Power Sports, West Virginia's #1 Mahindra rock sword dealer, and there's never been a better time to buy a new rock sword than right now.
We currently have multiple models in stock, plus accessories to fit all your wants and needs.
The 2.5-liter turbo diesel, 5-speed manual transmission, 4-wheel drive, the toughest side-by-side on the market.
Don't forget about the all-weather package with full cab, heating, and air conditioning.
Stop in today and grab your new Mahindra rock sword.
Welcome back to Don Drum Stadium. The injury to Gabe Tingle, the sophomore quarterback who was in for a series. He had a serious leg injury. They put an air cast on it, and he has been taken up by stretcher to the hospital, and his day is done. And his teammates, while we were in the break, all came out and surrounded him and to show their support to him. And his family's out on the field, too. to comfort him, and they're working on him. He's a sophomore out of West Lafayette, Ohio, went to Ridgewood High School, and that young man
You hate it,
took
Jim.
a shot, and you hate, and that's
You hate it.
tough part about football on any level. Injuries are always a part of the game, but you hate to see it, and we hope the best for that young man in his recovery from his injury. Back to the action now. It is Marietta College, 3rd and 1, and back into the lineup is Connor Vierstra, who had been taking a breather when Tingle came in and received the injury. So from the I formation, looks like Agnew will get the ball here, and he will, and Agnew doesn't disappoint the Pioneers. He picks up the first down run with yardage with a pickup of about 4 yards as he closes in on the 50-yard line. 1st and 10, Marietta from the 48. The Pioneers are on top, 14-7 as we come up to the 2-minute mark in this ball game. And Pioneers electrified Don Drum Stadium here on opening day with a 97-yard kickoff return for a touchdown after St. John Fisher had tied it. And the Pioneers have taken the 14-0 lead, looking to add to it here in the final 2 minutes. Vierstra throwing an out route, and he hits his receiver. He dukes get by one man. He picks up the first down yardage and across the 40-yard line. 1st and 10, Marietta stopping the clock at the 140 mark.
You know what? The best thing a receiver can do is pick up yardage after the catch. You look at that.
The yak stat.
The yak stat as being one of the most important things.
Now Vierstra once again throws to Dawson along the far sideline, and he'll pick up some yardage before getting knocked out of bounds.
The same thing there. He caught the ball on the line of scrimmage and picked up about 4.
Clock is stopped with them going out of bounds. Pioneers looking over their offensive coordinator for guidance here, Reed Florence. Interesting formation, Mike.
That's a bunch formation to the right.
And it's a fake handoff, and he throws it into the flat to Jason Melchiori. Melchiori picks up first down yardage. He'll get knocked out at about the 27-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Marietta College Pioneers.
Well,
that'll stop the clock again at the 124 mark.
Actually, the man that made that go, Jim, was number 4, Dree Baldwin. He's a senior, 5'11", 170 pounds, and he did a nice job of blocking out in front.
And that helped spring Melchiori for the first down.
That's one of the things that's not even talked about with wide receivers. They talk about them catching the ball all the time, but also they can do some blocking and really help their fellow receivers.
Connor Vierstra now. 2 receivers at the top of the screen. He's looking towards Dawson, the bottom. He's going wide open. He'll pull it in. He takes a shot. It is touchdown. Marietta, 28-yard touchdown pass from Connor Vierstra to Dawson Snyder. Mike, look at it. Dawson had to wait on it.
He had to wait. He did a great job.
Caught it and took a shot, but he held on to that football, so the Pioneers extend their lead 20-7 here with just over a minute to go here in the first half.
He did a great job of adjusting himself to that pass because the pass was thrown short. But Jim, one of the things about a short pass is the receiver has the advantage because the defender is trying to get back to the ball.
The kick is up, and it is good by Gossett. So at the 118 mark in the first half, it's Marietta on top, 21-7. And Mike, the defense held on 4th down on the previous series for St. John Fisher, and then the Pioneers just drove the ball down the field and knocked it into the end zone.
Yes. You know, the thing I want to say about both teams, you know, watching the first half of the first game of the season, these are 2 well-coached football teams, Jim. Both of them. They execute well. They don't make big mistakes. And that says a lot for what the coaches are doing.
Yeah, veteran coaches, Paul Vosbog, Berg has been there for 33 years, coming up on 200 career wins. He's taken his team to the NCAA playoffs 15 times. and won conference championships. So he's a very experienced coach. Andy Waddle, as he said earlier today, he's beginning his second decade in Marietta. And he said the first decade they're trying to establish a culture and establish a program and a system that can make Marietta a winner on the football field. And he's done that, and he's looking forward now to the second decade. And it's a little pooch kickoff. It'll drop.
It's out of bounds.
Out of bounds, and it was interesting. He had a guy on a flyer trying to get up there and maybe pull it in for a first down for Marietta, an onside kick.
So they can
it's a free ball, so yeah.
Yeah, they can take the ball right there. And normally, if the ball's kicked out of bounds inside the 35, you're going to bring it out to the 35. Or you can also re-kick, have them re-kick.
Oh, there's a flag on the play.
And that should be added on.
Yeah. So they'll get the ball 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. And Aaron Chase has shown the ability and the arm to score here in a hurry. So a minute 18 is plenty of time for that Cardinal offense as they try to get something positive going into the second half.
Jim, the penalty was kicking the ball out of bounds. That is the penalty.
Okay, 1st and 10, 2 receivers at the top of the screen. Keep an eye on Escobar. Chase flushed. He's rolling right. He's going downfield, and he throws it over the hands of his intended receiver. And I think that was
Ryan Romagnoli, I think.
Yeah.
He almost caught that and pulled it in.
So incomplete, 2nd and 10. 5 seconds ran off on that play, so clock is stopped with the incomplete pass.
I tell you, every time he throws the ball, I'm more impressed. Aaron Chase does a heck of a job.
Chase.
Look out.
Oh, he hit some pressure. He takes a shot.
Nice.
He hits his receiver on the far side of the field, Braden Johnson. And he fought for talking about yards after catch. And he picks up the first down yardage.
Well, that was amazing, the pass that Aaron Chase made, because he had a guy in his face and he ducked underneath of a defender to get that ball off.
Clock is stopped, just over a minute to go.
This young man, he is an outstanding quarterback, Jim.
Chase and is incomplete. Hit the turf at about the 39-yard line. That'll stop the clock with 59 ticks left on it in the first half.
You know, the thing that would be beneficial to St. John Fisher is to get down, at least to get a field goal try before the end of this half. And that gives you a little bit of impetus going into the locker room at halftime, a little bit of an uptick.
Pioneer defense trying to make sure that doesn't happen, but Cardinals trying to get into the locker room here and pull to within 7. Aaron Chase being chased. He throws downfield and incomplete, just throwing that ball away.
You know, I don't know whether he hurt his wrist or not, his right wrist. I saw him grab a hold of it.
Chase?
Yes.
And we'll have to see if that's a factor here.
3rd and 10.
They got another veteran quarterback should he not be able to compete. He beat out Hunter Walsh in the competition in training camp this summer for the starting job. Walsh is a senior himself. Chase going right over the middle, the post pattern, but he's well defended by the Pioneer defense. The defender there running right with him. That is incomplete pass. And that was Dre Baldwin there on the defensive side for the Pioneers, breaking that up. That'll bring up 4th down.
As you said, Jim, he did a great job of coverage.
So they'll just have to punt the ball away with less than a minute to go. We had a special teams excitement there with a touchdown run, 97-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. And now we'll see Dawson Snyder back to see if maybe he can do it again with the punt return. We shall see.
This is only our second punt, isn't it, Jim, in this game?
It's a high punt. He'll call for the fair catch at about the 12-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Marietta with 43 seconds to go. And we'll see if they got the hurry up 43 seconds offense plan here for the remainder of this half.
Have to go about 88 yards.
I have a feeling with a 2-touchdown lead, I think we'll just get a lot of
handoffs.
Bryce Agnew running into the line. Agnew's out on the field. Agnew's got 53 yards rushing so far in the first half.
Oh, he was moving forward on that
Hands
motion.
off to Agnew. He picks it up about 4 or 5 yards before he's brought down. Pioneers have all their timeouts left should they choose to use them, and I don't think they will.
They're letting it run.
And the Pioneers also have the advantage of getting the ball to start the third quarter. You know, have the lead in the ball to start the second half because they deferred on the kickoff, on the coin toss. And they're just satisfied to run this clock out, and they're coming to the sidelines.
Yeah, they're going to let it go.
And that's the end of the first half here at Don Drum Stadium in Marietta College opening day. The Pioneers on top of St. John Fisher by the score of 21-7. You're watching Marietta College football presented by Sir Speedy Printing of Parkersburg on CAS Cable 45 and Marietta.edu.
Let Sir Speedy take your project from idea to execution. Large and small, simple to complex, top-notch printing, custom signage, or a direct mail marketing campaign, the professionals at Sir Speedy are here to help. You'll always get the quality products, personalized service, and experience you've come to expect. So bring us your challenges and we'll work with you to solve them. We're your local resource for creative solutions. Beautiful, inventive, smart, everything you need. At Sir Speedy, we do it all.
Have you heard what happened to those with curious minds? They packed up, broke free of conventions. These prospectors of knowledge are blazing a new trail, joining the long line of those who sought adventure and prepared for anything. This is the time. This is the place. Bring forth a pioneer.
Let Sir Speedy take your project from idea to execution. Large and small, simple to complex, top-notch printing, custom signage, or a direct mail marketing campaign, the professionals at Sir Speedy are here to help. You'll always get the quality products, personalized service, and experience you've come to expect. So bring us your challenges and we'll work with you to solve them. We're your local resource for creative solutions. Beautiful, inventive, smart, everything you need. At Sir Speedy, we do it all.
High school soccer is back on CAS 45. Thursday, September 7th at 6:30, catch the Parkersburg Big Reds boys team hosting Ripley. CAS 45 is proud to showcase local high school student athletes. Fans can watch the games live, both on TV and streaming on Facebook and YouTube. Coverage is presented by WVU Medicine Camden Clark. Don't miss Ripley versus PHS boys soccer, September 7th on CAS 45.
What Exit does for you.
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 What Exit does for you, our sellers, is offer you a top-notch marketing package, your own commercial, 3D virtual tour, and website, just to name a few. You don't need to look any further to get your property sold.
We at Exit Riverbend Realty are so grateful that you've entrusted us with all of your real estate needs. We do appreciate it. Don't forget we have 2 offices, one at each end of the bridge. See you soon.
These sweet unicorns are all about the symbol of beauty and magic. Let Mark Armstrong's goals show why we were voted the #1 jewelry store in the Mid-Ohio Valley. Whether you're looking for that special diamond or any other unique piece of jewelry, show your loved one the best is yet to come with a memory that will last a lifetime. If other area jewelers have trusted me for over 45 years, shouldn't you?
Okay, everybody, let's get started. Let's hear from production.
We are made fresh every day, ready to go. We've got glazed, filled, sprinkled, dipped, you name it.
Amazing. And there's more than just donuts, right?
You're on mute.
Oops, sorry. There are pastries and brownies, cookies and muffins, cakes and more.
The pepperoni rolls and breads are fantastic.
Sounds great, everyone. Anything else to add?
Grrr, I'm a bear claw.
You sure are, buddy.
I started in the mattress business in 1976. I was 24 years old. I spent 30 years running large manufacturing plants building all types of mattresses. Remember waterbeds?
There are many ways to design mattresses, and they all have their pros and cons. What you need to know is how those pros and cons fit with your individual needs. Every person has their own age, weight, and medical history to consider.
If it doesn't say Max, you're not the right mattress store.
I was out doing this one day, then this happened. Not cool. So I went to Murray's. Talked to Dennis. He rocks. Like, he literally rocks. They got me fixed up super fast, hassle-free. It was awesome. That's why I keep going back. When glass breaks, call Murray's.
It's our 65th birthday, but the presents are for you. For a limited time, One Community Federal Credit Union is offering 24-month CDs at 5.61% APY. Celebrate with us and earn more. Invest in our birthday CD today.
Rejuvenation Laser and Skin Center wants to welcome 3 new state-of-the-art machines to their location. The Physique targets stubborn areas that regular diet and exercise have trouble with to help you get the results you've been looking for. The Tetra is a CO2 laser that offers fully customizable skin treatments to help improve fine lines and wrinkles, scars, and more. The Pico helps remove tattoos and dark spots by offering laser skin resurfacing with no downtime. Call 740-538-9943 to book your appointment.
Rivertown Grill in Williamstown is now open for lunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Enjoy your meal and the warm weather on our outdoor patio. We have all your lunch favorites, like sandwiches, salads, wings, burgers, and more. Be sure to follow us on Facebook for our weekly food specials. Join us soon for lunch on Saturday and Sunday at Rivertown Grill in Williamstown.
I sincerely hope you never need my services, because my firm represents people that have been seriously hurt in automobile accidents. I'm Jim Staley, and I've seen the devastating effects that those accidents can have, not only on those who are injured, but also on those who are at fault. Don't drive distracted. Put down the phone. It can wait until you get where you're going. Staley Law and Mediation, advocating for victims of serious personal injury.
My name is Brittany Lemon. I am the head cook at Hamilton Middle School. I've worked for Wood County Schools for 14 years. My favorite part of working at Wood County Schools is the interaction with the kids, and I love my schedule. I love my hours and my time off. One of the benefits of working for Wood County Schools is my schedule is the same as my children. It's always been important to me to spend time with them as well as be there for my job. Wood County Schools is like a big family. We all take care of each other, and I love the hours at the school.
Let Sir Speedy take your project from idea to execution. Large and small, simple to complex, top-notch printing, custom signage, or a direct mail marketing campaign, the professionals at Sir Speedy are here to help. You'll always get the quality products, personalized service, and experience you've come to expect. So bring us your challenges and we'll work with you to solve them. We're your local resource for creative solutions. Beautiful, inventive, smart, everything you need. At Sir Speedy, we do it all.
We'll do the stats, and I'll introduce them. And welcome back at the halftime. Marietta College leading St. John Fisher University 21-7. Mike, impressive first half by the Pioneers, both offensively and defense, and you've got the halftime stats.
Well, actually, both teams impressive. You know, they're both well coached, and they've done a lot of nice things. Let's take a look at our statistics here at halftime. First down, St. John's has 7, Marietta has 12. Rushing yards, St. John Fisher has 11 rushes for 30 yards. Marietta 20 for 89 yards. Passing yardage, St. John's 157 and Marietta 108. And total yards, St. John's 187, Marietta 197. The funny thing, Jim, St. John's has had the ball 30 for 30 offensive plays, Marietta 31. Your individual rushing, Peyton Nolan for St. John Fisher has 9 rushes for 35 yards with 1 loss of 3, net 32. And then on the rushing side for Marietta College, Bryce Agnew, 12 carries for 59 yards. And Connor Viestra, 5 for 22. Gage Tingle had it for 3 times for 9 yards, and unfortunately, the third one was the one he got hurt on. And we hope that the young man's okay. In the passing department, Aaron Chase is 9 completions out of 19 attempts for 157 yards and 1 touchdown. Connor Viestra has 10 out of 11, believe it or not, for 108 yards and 1 touchdown. And those are the basic statistics. The scoring, with 4:54 remaining in the first period, Marietta scored. Bryce Agnew 1-yard run, making it 7-0. And then the other scoring was in the second period with 9:01 remaining. St. John, Ethan Curtis, 45-yard pass from Aaron Chase, beautifully thrown ball. The kick was good to make it 7-7. Then with 8:49 remaining in the second period, Dawson Snyder electrified the crowd with a 97-yard kickoff return, and the kick was good. At that point, it was 14-7 Marietta. Then with 1:18 remaining in the second period, Dawson Snyder, a 28-yard pass from Connor Viestra. Kick was good, and that's our score here at halftime, 21-7, Jim.
And the special teams players are out on the field warming up. We should see the teams fairly shortly, 5 minutes to go in this halftime period. And Mike, what impressed you the most about each team here in the first half?
Well, I think both of them look very, very well conditioned, and the hitting is good. And that's something I'd like to hit up on. You know, you've heard me say it in the past when we have done Marietta games at other times, and that is, this is Division III football. The NCAA has 4 divisions, and this is the lowest division of the 4. I don't like that term, lowest. What's a better way of putting it? You know, it's the one with the
smallest enrollments for the colleges.
Smallest enrollments per se, and also they don't give scholarships in Division III.
Right.
The other 3 divisions, they'll give scholarships. But the thing that I've always said, watching Marietta College, no matter who they're playing, the teams appear to be well coached, well disciplined, and the thing is, they still block, they still tackle, they still catch, they still run, and they do all the things that anybody does that plays football. They're just not as big in most cases as your Division I schools, but they still hit you. You know, I don't care what level you're on, whether it's Division I, II, III, whatever. But another thing that I'd like to touch upon, and we got time, I think, is the fact that I've heard in the past, and this is just a personal bias that I have, I hear the Division I presidents have said, you know, when they started talking to Jim about expanding the playoffs for Division I, we presently have a 14 playoff, okay? And every time they talked about expanding it, which they did here last year, and starting next year, it will be expanded to what, 12 teams, I think it is?
It's 8, I believe.
8?
Yep.
8 or 12, whatever. But anyway, they've always said, these college presidents, which I think is hypocritical as all get out. I'm editorializing now because I feel very strongly about this, saying that, well, it's going to take football players out of class, you know, more. That is so ludicrous, it isn't even funny. Let me give you an idea why. Division I presently has 33 schools playing, and for our area fans here, you know, they're big Ohio State fans and WVU fans. There's only a 4-team playoff at the present time. The FBS, which used to be 1AA, Jim, that's your football playoff championship FCS series. They have 128 schools playing football, and they have a 24-team playoff. Okay, in Division II, they have 169 teams playing football, 28-team playoff. Division III, which Marietta's in and St. John Fisher University's in, there's 250 schools playing football, and they have a 32-team playoff. Now, the hypocrisy is Division I presidents and chancellors or whatever are saying, well, they're taking them out of class. Football is the one sport of all the sports on the college level that is out of class less time than any other sport. Yeah, and we had an NCAA referee talking to us before the game here, and he pointed out the fact that most of your Division I schools, they fly. They have chartered flights. They'll leave on Friday when they're playing a Saturday game, and they go ahead and get there and they practice and then play on Saturday and fly home. So they're hardly missing any class time at all. Now take a look at your basketball teams. They're on the road constantly, you know. And with this realignment that we have now with teams spreading from coast to coast in a conference, look at the travel time there. Enough said, editorial-wise. I've said my piece.
Okay.
I feel better.
Thanks, Mike. And both teams now have returned to the field. Marietta College won the coin toss, and they deferred, so the Pioneers will get the ball to start the second half. And we are just moments away from the kickoff of the second half as the players have taken the field. They've warmed up, and nice little 20-minute break to hydrate and get some skull sessions with the coach. And Mike, if you're Coach Waddle, what do you tell your team at the half? You're up by 14 points and they get the ball to start this third quarter. What are you telling your guys?
Well, I'm pretty sure that they're fairly well pleased with what they're doing. Just tell them to keep it up, you know. And they've made very few mistakes. And St. John Fisher University, this coach over there can tell them, hey, guys, keep on playing hard. Yeah, you're down two scores, but you're playing well. You're doing things well. You're not making big mistakes either. And I'm impressed with both teams. I'm impressed with their conditioning. I'm impressed with the way they hit and the way they execute. And like I said, you know, and for fans in our area here, you know, and the same thing up in the St. John Fisher area, go out and watch these Division III teams play because they play as well as your Division I schools. Like I said, they're just not as big and or maybe overall team speed's not as there, but they play football the way it's to be played, and that's hard.
Very competitive football.
Yes.
Indeed, and Don Drum Stadium, always a nice place to watch the football game. They've really done a lot to upgrade the facilities here at Marietta College. And we're now just seconds away from the start of the third quarter as Kyle Farewell putting a boot into it. And the ball be touched by an up back. And you know,
I think
took a knee, I think.
He put his knee down.
And notice they kicked it away from Dawson.
I wonder why.
Scored that 97-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Dawson Snyder did to put Marietta on top. And the Pioneers tacked on another touchdown late in the half for that 14-point advantage. Reset the offense here for Marietta. Connor Vierstra is your quarterback. Bryce Agnews is running back behind him. The wide receivers, Dawson Snyder, Evan Gandy, Jason Melchiori, and Dante Dacio. And we'll set the guys up front here as Connor Vierstra hands it off to Bryce Agnew. Agnew picks up a good couple of yards on that play. But the guys up front for Marietta are Braden Adams. It is also Seth Wallace, David Bush, and let's see, also Brady Schildwachter. And so the Pioneers now have second down, 8 to go.
You know, the impressive thing about St. John's is their defensive line is much smaller than the offensive line for Marietta.
He's going for it all. Vierstra throws deep, but it's
nice
tipped away
defense
by a defender, and that was well covered there by
Darian Moore.
There, Darian Moore, the senior defensive back, and Pioneer said, let's take a shot here on second down, and they did. That'll bring up third and long.
Well, Moore did a great job. Number 2, Moore did a great job of running with the receiver.
Oh, we had an offsides play, so that's why he
free play.
Free play there. So nothing ventured, nothing gave, but that'll bring up a 5-yard markup, so it's 2nd and 3. Much more manageable situation on 2nd down. Coming up to the line.
Take a look at how tight their defensive line's in. They're trying to force Marietta outside.
Agnew.
Good job.
He kind of slants off to his right, and he doesn't get much running room there, so that'll bring up a 3rd down. He may have lost a yard on that
Well,
play.
that was a nice tackle by 93, Zach Driesbach, 6'3", 235-pound junior. And like I said, prior to that play, it looks like they're trying to force him to run outside. Yeah, they're trying to force him outside.
Then they strung him out and brought him down for a loss. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 4. Pioneers have 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen, 1 on the top. Agnew beside Veerstra in the backfield. Veerstra, slant pass,
nice.
A nice catch. Picked up there by Harley Hopkins, I should say Jelson Melchiori, and he picks up 1st down yardage.
Well, the defensive back was really laid off and gave him a lot of cushion, and it was an easy pass to make, Jim.
Melchiori's just a sophomore, making his contributions on the Pioneer offense. They have an interesting mix of sophomores, juniors, and seniors throughout the lineup, the Pioneers, on both offense and defense. Veerstra, Agnew
Good
turning
job.
his legs, but not much running through there. He might have picked up a yard or 2.
Well, nice job once again by Zach, 93, Zach Driesbach. He shut that down real quick. He came all the way from his left end position, defensive end position, and made the tackle.
Defensively, for John Fisher, Zach Driesbach is the defensive end. Andrew Casanova, defensive tackle. Ethan Heineman, another defensive end. The linebackers, Jake Driesbach, Ryan Nugent, Joe Misha, and Ryan O'Day. 2nd and 8. Fakes the handoff, rolling right. He's got a wide open man if he wants him, and he throws over the middle, and he hits his receiver, Dawson Snyder. Was that a drag route, Mike?
Yes, it was.
And
it was a bootleg pass, really. And you've heard me say many, many times, a bootleg pass is hard to cover by anybody on any level. I don't care what it is, especially if the quarterback makes a good fake.
Good ball call by coordinator Reed Florence for the Pioneers, and good execution by both Veerstra and Dawson Snyder, picking up that 1st down. 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. He fakes the handoff. He's going over the middle again. He's got a receiver again. Dawson Snyder on his way. He's trying to pick up a blocker, and he does. And he'll get knocked out at about the 32-yard line.
Well, number 10 for Marietta, Jay Melchiori came back and made a nice block there. He got an additional 2 or 3 yards because of the block.
So back-to-back 1st downs for the Pioneers. That's a pickup of about 18 yards. The Pioneers moving the ball downfield here in the early moments of the 3rd quarter.
And like I mentioned just a few minutes ago, the difference in the size of the offensive line of Marietta and the defensive line of St. John's is big.
Handoff goes to Bryce Agnew, and Agnew across the 30 to about the 26-yard line. Good pickup on 1st down. 6 yards. It'll be 2nd and 4.
A nice cutback on the run that time.
Agnew rushed for 59 yards in the 1st half. And he's off to a good start here in the 2nd half. Of course, he's got the record for 100-yard gainers for Marietta College here. And a leading rusher the last 3 years, the leading conference's leading rusher. So he's a great weapon to have. And we've got Veerstra, who's able to throw the ball as well. It's a great 1-2 punch for the Pioneer offense. High snap. He hands it off. Agnew
Nice
cuts it
cut.
back. He
Nice
might go.
cut.
He cuts it again, but his feet slipped out from under him. He's down at about the 16-yard line.
Yeah, he had the defensive back, number 2, really forced him back inside, because if he could have bounced it out, Jim, he might have scored.
That was a 10-yard pickup there. Pioneers are in the red zone, 1st and 10 on the 17-yard line.
17-yard line. It's a first down, Pioneers.
Once again, both teams using the no-huddle offense. But 2 receivers, 1 up top, 1 on the bottom. Looks like 2 tight ends in there. Oh, high snap again, and he's throwing a slant pass.
Oh,
my
nice
goodness,
catch.
what a catch by Marietta College. That was a great catch there by Garrett Estep. He's just a sophomore, but the ball tipped off his hands, but he was able to pull it in.
I don't know how he did, Jim, because he had a tackler that had his arms around him when he caught the ball.
That's a pickup of 10 yards. That's another first down. 3 consecutive first downs for the Pioneer offense, and it's 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. Vierster's able to find a variety of receivers there, and they're all doing their job. Another high snap. Hands it off to Agnew. He's bouncing right, but he'll dive across the 5-yard line.
I tell you, Jim, thinking about the 2 quarterbacks, Connor Viestra, and also for them, Aaron Chase, these are 2 fine quarterbacks. Both of them are playing really, really well.
Now we've got 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen, and check out Dawson Snyder in the slot. So
Got an
it'll be
empty
interesting,
backfield, Jim.
And we'll see if Dawson will get in on this play here. Rolls right. It's a little
nice
shuttle pass,
shuffle
and that's off
pass.
to Agnew. And Bryce Agnew picks up 2 or 3 yards to the 2-yard line. Little trickeration there.
That was a good call.
Yeah.
But it only picked up about a yard because of the fact that St. John's did a great job stuffing the middle of the play.
Now 2 receivers, and once again the same formation. And Agnew's kind of lined up as the tight end there on the bottom of the screen to the left side of the line. Or just off the line. He's going to the corner.
Nice
Pulls
catch.
it in.
Nice catch.
Touchdown.
Yes.
Touchdown, Marietta College.
That was
Dawson
well thrown.
Snyder with the touchdown.
That ball was well thrown. A beautiful route. It's a corner route.
That's Dawson Snyder's 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Pioneers extend their lead, pending the extra point, to 27-7. They're putting 18 seconds back on the game clock.
The clock kept running after the touchdown. That's the reason he's doing it.
So Gossett in for the extra point. It is up and it is good.
Well, he's got
so
a
at the
strong
7:36 mark, it's Marietta extending its lead to 28-7. You're watching Marietta College football presented by Sir Speedy Printing in Parkersburg on CAS 45.
Let Sir Speedy take your project from idea to execution. Large and small, simple to complex, top-notch printing, custom signage, or a direct mail marketing campaign, the professionals at Sir Speedy are here to help. You'll always get the quality products, personalized service, and experience you've come to expect. So bring us your challenges and we'll work with you to solve them. We're your local resource for creative solutions. Beautiful, inventive, smart, everything you need. At Sir Speedy, we do it all.
Have you heard what happened to those with curious minds? They packed up, broke free of conventions. These prospectors of knowledge are blazing a new trail, joining the long line of those who sought adventure and prepared for anything. This is the time. This is the place. Bring forth a pioneer.
And welcome back to third quarter action here. It's Marietta College Pioneers extending their lead and kicking off to St. John Fisher, 28-7. And not much running room there for the returner. St. John Fisher will get the ball 1st and 10, about the 22-yard line. And Mike, this drive by Marietta, they come out and eat off almost half the third quarter clock with that touchdown drive.
Well, almost perfect execution. And I mentioned during the break there, Jim, that the difference in size between the lines, the two lines, I think it's starting to pay off for Marietta.
Okay, Aaron Chase back in on offense. In the backfield, he's got Peyton Nolan. The man in motion is tight end Hank Ferguson. It's a handoff to Nolan. Nolan has a wide open rolling room, and Nolan has one man to beat. It's a foot race as he crosses the 50, and he'll be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Oh my goodness, what a way to start the third quarter for Peyton Nolan.
Thank God for number 5, Xander Stroop, 5'11", 170-pound sophomore. He did not give up on the play and knocked him out of bounds.
That was about a 58-yard gain, if I do the math correctly.
That was a counter tray where your quarterback steps out one way and hands it back.
So Aaron Chase now, as they trying to help the Cardinals answer Marietta's scoring drive here to start the third quarter. Handoff goes to
same play
Giovanni DiCaprio, and DiCaprio has running room, and he'll take it down to about the 22-yard line, a pickup of about 9.5 yards.
That's the same play, but only to the other side. It's a counter tray where the quarterback and the tailback make a fake to one side and then come back to the other.
So St. John Carroll pounding the ball here on the ground. And of course, we know the arm that Aaron Chase has. And we've got a timeout here.
Sideline warning, I think. Oh, no, they're moving the chains.
Yeah.
They did not move.
Oh, yeah. So now we're rolling the clock here. Aaron Chase on first down has one receiver at top, one on the bottom. And he fakes a handoff, or he does hand the ball off. They've been running the ball so well, so why not?
Actually only picked up a yard on that, Jim.
Chance Knight in on the tackle for Marietta. Actually, the offensive lineman had a little bit of a huddle there at the quarterback where the receivers were lined out in their positions. Ten seconds on the play clock. It's Chase.
Oh, they got pressure on him.
He's got heat, and he'll break away from the heat. He's going to the back of the end zone, and it is too far.
Yeah.
Incomplete.
Yeah, he was out of the end zone.
Just a little bit too strong, and I think the receiver down there may be injured. He is getting up.
He's
he's got a limp, and he will hop off to the sidelines, and that is Michael Escobar, their top receiver. So now he's picking up his stride.
Yeah,
You'd hate to see that young man get hurt if you're a Cardinal fan. And he comes off, and a trainer will meet him. He takes his helmet off.
He's running okay now. That's good. That's a good sign.
Trainer still checking him out there. Third down here. Pioneers trying to make a stop. He's being flushed to Smith, and Smith is brought down, I should say. Aaron Chase is brought down.
That was 37. Malik Melton did a great job that time.
Malik moves the ball back to the 27-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down, and you're down 3 touchdowns, Mike, so they're going for it. Marietta held earlier in this game on a 4th down situation. They stopped the Cardinals, so the Cardinals rolling the dice here, trying to get back into this game, trying to get some positive momentum. Aaron Chase looking deep, and it's incomplete.
Oh, boy.
The play was well recovered by the Marietta defender and in and out of the hands, so a little bit too tall for the receiver. So Marietta defense, they gave up a lot of yardage earlier in the drive, but they held, and when it counted, right on the doorstep of the end zone. So 4.5 minutes to go here. Marietta College on top 28-7, and they get the ball back.
Like I said earlier, Jim, I hate to be redundant, but both teams are really playing well. They're well disciplined, very few mistakes.
Connor Bierstra now has everything set. He's got 2 receivers to the top, a slot receiver on the bottom, and an end on the bottom. He's going to hand it off to the running back, and that is the backup running back, Zion Jackson Wilborn, 5'9", 215-pound sophomore.
One of the things, Jim, when that man goes in motion for Marietta, he's awful close to turning up the field early. I mean, he's real close.
Bryce Agnew's taking a little bit of breather, and why not? He's got 18 carries for 78 yards and a touchdown, including a long run of 35 yards. Bierstra now milking the play clock. He fakes the handoff, throws it out. That is an incomplete pass.
Boy, that was close to being called a reception.
Yeah, he never had possession,
never had control
pulled
of
it
it
in.
But it was close.
Coming into that pass, Bierstra was 16 out of 17, so he's 16 out of 18 for 165 yards and 2 touchdowns. A big day for that Pioneer senior.
You think that's pretty good?
Yeah, pretty good. Not bad. 3rd and 5.
Like I said, both quarterbacks have played well today.
Man in motion. He's back. Now he's throwing
good coverage.
First down, towards the first down marker.
They throw the flag.
I did not see a flag.
There's something yellow on the field right by his feet.
Yep, there is a penalty on the play.
I thought I saw it there.
Pass interference.
He got there a little bit early.
He was anticipating a little too much, Mike. So that'll bring up the first down. Moving the chains. First penalty, I believe, of the second half. Connor Bierstra. Hands off to Agnew. Running up the middle, breaks most of a tackle, but he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and maybe a little bit further. Coming in from the sideline is Dawson Snyder. Snyder's having a pretty good day himself, Mike.
Yes, he is. Good athlete.
He's got 9 catches for 98 yards and 2 touchdowns.
That last tackle was made by number 9, Ryan O'Day. Did a nice job.
Bierstra fakes the handoff. He's going over the middle. He had a man just sitting in the middle of the secondary.
That's
and
a good.
Pulls in the catch, and that's Dawson Snyder once again. So that's his 10th catch of the day, and that's another first down for the Marietta College Pioneers.
That was a good description. You said set down. He did. He went down about 12 yards and curled and just sat right there, and Bierstra hit him.
He just zips those passes.
Oh my! Both quarterbacks, strong arms. I know I'm being redundant, but I am very, very impressed with both of these quarterbacks.
Bierstra now. Play clock down to 5. Handoff, and he goes to Zion Jackson Wilburn. And he'll pick up a few yards crossing the 50-yard line. We'll call it a gain of a long 3, possibly 4 yards. And now he'll come out, and Bryce Agnew's back in after the breather, keeping his breath and his legs strong. Bierstra, 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Fakes the handoff. Oh, he pulls it in. That's Agnew catching the ball, and he'll move all the way down to about the 32-yard line. That's a pickup of about 15 yards and another first down for the Marietta College Pioneers.
He had a heck of a time pulling that pass in, which he did. He juggled it a couple of times.
So Big Blue getting it done this afternoon on opening day. It's an interesting selection of offensive plays being called by the Pioneers.
They're doing a good job.
Nice little mix.
Yes, they're doing a good job of mixing them up.
And the execution has been pretty well spot on. Bierstra, once again it goes to Agnew. Just knock him down for maybe a gain of a foot or 2. So it'll be 2nd and long. Under a minute to go here, 53 seconds to go on a running clock. The Pioneers,
Jim,
having the better of it this afternoon so far.
Jim, the one thing that's been very impressive on both sides, too, both offensive lines. I think, what do we had? 1 holding penalty? That's unusual.
Especially for this early in the season.
Well, it'd be unusual almost any time.
Yeah. Play clock down to 6. They get the snap off, and that is Zion Jackson Wilburn with the ball. It'll bring up 3rd down. And
he's got some quickness, Jim.
That should be the end of the 3rd quarter here. Pioneers are walking off the field, and they have to feel pretty good about themselves right now. It's Marietta College on top of St. John Fisher Cardinals by the score of 28-7. You're watching Marietta College football presented by Sir Speedy Printing in Parkersburg on CAS 45.
It's football season, and CAS Cable has a deal for new customers that's a real touchdown. Right now, new customers can buy 1 month of internet service from CAS Cable and get a 2nd month free. Rush to our website for details today. Tackle high prices with internet service from CAS Cable. Was that too many football references?
Rivertown Grill in Williamstown is now open for lunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Enjoy your meal and the warm weather on our outdoor patio. We have all your lunch favorites, like sandwiches, salads, wings, burgers, and more. Be sure to follow us on Facebook for our weekly food specials. Join us soon for lunch on Saturday and Sunday at Rivertown Grill in Williamstown.
And welcome back to Don Drum Stadium in Marietta. Opening day, the Marietta College Pioneers on top of St. John Fisher University 28-7. The Pioneers marching down the field looking to extend that lead at the start of the 4th quarter. And we'd like to thank Tiber Way Grill in Marietta for supplying the pregame buffet luncheon for our production crew here today. And the guys loved it, and they left it so well they didn't save any for Mike and me.
Yeah, I never heard about it.
Okay, 3rd and 6. It's a handoff.
No, it's
he kept the keeper. He faked it. Faked the handoff, and he brings it up about a yard shy, maybe be about 4th and about a half a yard. And we'll see if they want to kick the field goal here or if they're going to try to punch it in. I think they are going to go for that first down. And Mike, why not?
Well, why not? That's a good point. You're up 3 scores, You're in the fourth quarter, and you got about a yard, maybe less than a little bit less than a yard. You have two good running backs.
And
go ahead, go for it.
Got the best running back in the league there, but he's actually not in the game right now.
He's not in the game now.
He might be saving him. And he goes off to Jackson, and he fights his way. He's close, and he does have the first down. He gets pushed back, but he did cross to about the 21-yard line. So he picked up 2 and another Marietta College first down, and they are right outside of the red zone here. And now Bryce Agnew comes in. He says he got the whole third quarter break and the first play of the fourth quarter, and he's ready to go.
I tell you, on first down here, it'd be a great time to call a bootleg pass.
It worked earlier in the third quarter for a good pickup. Vierstra now has 2 receivers at the top, 1 to the bottom. Agnew in the eye. Agnew
there it is. There it is.
There, good call, Mike. It's a bootleg. I think the receiver was looking instead of catching the ball. He had his head turned downfield before pulling the ball in, but that would have been a big play there for the Pioneers.
Made me look good.
Yep.
Except he dropped the ball.
Oh, my.
But that is, in that situation, Jim, that is an excellent time, an excellent place to run a bootleg. Do you think they were listening to us before?
Yeah. Pioneers get out of the huddle. Now we've got trips to the bottom of the screen. Receiver on top. Now we've got a timeout here. I think the offensive coordinator didn't like what he saw there. Reed Florence, that is, called the timeout. Marietta takes its first timeout of the ball game.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say to you, or ask you, I think that was the first timeout, and you're right.
Yeah, the only other timeout was that injury timeout for the quarterback, Gabe Tingle, who apparently it looked as if he might have broken his leg on that running play. They had him in an air cast, and they took him off by stretcher.
We wish him the
to
best.
The hospital.
Yeah.
Indeed, we do. So,
you know, that's another thing too, Jim. Normally, when it's in the 80s like this, on a hot day, officials can give them timeouts. You know, and we haven't had any of that. So that speaks to volumes about the conditioning of these two teams.
Last season, Marietta College averaged about 317 yards in total offense for a game, and through 3 quarters, Marietta already has over 300 yards in total offense, 314 yards of total offense through 3 quarters.
And it's been a well-balanced offense.
Vierstra.
Oh, reverse.
Trick play. They're going to have a pass off the play, and the guy is wide up. Oh, he overthrows. He overthrows Dawson.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. He was going for Dawson Snyder, and that was Jay Melchiori on the throw. A little why not? Let's show what we've got out here.
Well, the thing is, I think, Jim, he was too anxious to throw the ball. He could have kept on making it look like a run, and it would have made it a lot easier.
I imagine the young man's adrenaline rate was going pretty good.
Absolutely. Yeah, he should have kept on running more and then thrown it a little bit later.
3rd and 10 now. We've got trips to the top of the screen. Vierstra looking. He throws it into the flat to Agnew. Agnew jeeps and jives, and he moves as close to the first down, but I think he's still going to be a couple of yards shy. So I'll bring up 4th and 2. The Pioneers went for 4th down earlier in this drive when they made it.
The only thing,
it's 4th and 3.
The only thing I'm thinking about right here at this time, we're in the 4th quarter, is give your freshman kicker a chance to kick one, you know?
That could have come in handy down the stretch of this season.
Yes, you know, and his first attempt he missed, but it was way long enough, but it was too far wide to the right.
5 seconds on the play clock. Gets the snap. He's throwing to the corner. There's a lot of hands on each other. It's both Good give and take by the receiver and the defender, incomplete.
Great defense, Jim.
Thrown to the corner, so the Cardinal defense holds, and they'll get the ball back for their offense at the 12:29 mark.
For young defensive backs, that was played perfectly by the defensive back number 2, Deorian Moore, for St. John Fisher. He did a great job of covering the receiver. Just perfect.
About 45 miles west of here in Athens, Ohio, Ohio University opens up its season with the victory. The Bobcats, of their home victory, I should say, they beat Long Island University Post by the score of 27-10. Of course, they lost a heartbreaker out west last week to San Diego State, and then a quick zip pass there to Escobar, and he'll pick up first down, about 14 yards on the play. So Aaron Chase is not giving up on this game, and neither is his receiver, Escobar.
I tell you, the Bobcats lost to a real good football team, Jim, in San Diego State. They're no slouch.
Aaron Chase is now 10 of 21 for 167 yards and one touchdown. Chase now looking to pass. Over the middle, it's tipped and intercepted by Melchiori, and Jay Melchiori is on his way down the sidelines before getting knocked out of bounds. And the Pioneers get the first takeaway of this ball game, and that sets the ball up in great field position for the offense. The Pioneers are getting it done on both offensive and defensive side of the ball.
I don't know what happened there, Jim, because it was he looked like the receiver.
Yeah. Well, the ball was tipped, and it went right to him.
Yeah.
Might have been a little bit thrown too strongly.
Well, Chase has a strong arm. There's no doubt about that.
So 1st and 10. Ball's on the 17-yard line. Handoff goes to Agnew, and Agnew fights it to about the 15-yard line.
Good tackle that time by number 8 for St. John. Does a great job.
Looking at the crowd today, we see some umbrella in the stands, but it's not because of the rain. It's because of the sunshine, trying to keep that sun blocked out of it. And the Pioneers home opener. And really, when you talk about a value for football and your entertainment value, coming to Don Drum Field and watch these Pioneers play football is a good bargain.
Oh.
It's up the middle, across the 10-yard line, inside the 10-yard line for the Pioneers.
Jim, you talk about a value for your buck. I think I saw a sign out there, the tickets are only $8.
Yeah. Good football, good food, good concessions, and a good time here at Don Drum Stadium on opening day as they lead at 28-7. Looks like, we're getting some guys coming off the bench for the Pioneers with the lead and the ball.
Good job that time. Number 34, Jake Driesbach.
Yeah.
Did a great job.
Marietta turns the ball. It's, should say 4th down, and they will send their kicker out there.
You need to give him experience. He's a freshman. You don't want to leave him with that one he missed. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Missed that one early in the first half.
And there's no doubt he's a great kicker.
This is be about a 28-yard field goal attempt for Matthew Gossett. Kick is up, and it is through.
That's good.
At the 9:48 mark, Marietta College Pioneers extend their lead to 31-7. And the cannon gets fired.
Yes, he's got a bright future ahead of him because he's got a real strong leg.
Glad you're with us here on CAS Cable and Marietta.edu, and also the game's being streamed live on the athletic page of St. John Fisher University as well, giving their fans an opportunity to watch their football team.
Well, they could be proud.
They could
be proud
on the short end of these games. Yeah. They've had a great tradition of winning over the years.
Exactly, and this I don't know what the teams are like in their league, but it's going to take a good football team to beat them. I'll tell you that right now.
And of course, they've been to the playoffs 15 times, the Division III playoffs 15 times. So it shows that they certainly
have a good
program
there
and have a good program, especially under Paul Vosberg. Kick
That's out of the end zone. That's gone.
That's over the referee's head. Oh, my. Updating the...
I don't want to jinx anybody on these two squads, but the sportsmanship has been outstanding. I haven't seen a hint of anything out of line.
Interesting statistics. The time of possession, Marietta, almost 33 minutes, and St. John Fisher about 17 minutes, 17 and change. And Pioneers have extended their total offensive yardage to 334.
Like we said earlier, though, the up front people have really controlled this game for Marietta.
They'll zips the pass in there. We've got a new quarterback in.
They lost yardage.
That is Hunter Walsh, the senior, is in at quarterback, replacing Aaron Chase, and he's a senior, and he has a lot of experience, and they're giving him a shot here in the closing 10 minutes of this ball game to see what he could do.
Well, you don't want to get the other quarterback hurt, so because he's really, really a good one.
Walsh now pumps, and he tucks it in, and he'll have to take off, and he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, so I'll bring up 3rd and 12.
I think you're going to see a lot of substitutes from Marietta.
I believe so. We better get our rosters ready because I think we'll be reading a lot of new numbers. From the shotgun I formation, Walsh going for it all over the middle. The fly pattern is about 5 yards, that is, over the head of his intended receiver.
Well, the defender was running step for step with him.
Brayton Johnson was the intended receiver, and the Marietta played it defensively well, so the Pioneers will get the ball back, and once again, Dawson Snyder will be out to see what he can do in the punt return business. Bryant Snyder's done it all today. 10 catches for 109 yards and 2 touchdowns, and he also has that 97-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. So 3 TDs on the day. Snyder will call a fair catch at the 40-yard line, and that's where the Pioneers will start their next possession here in the 4th quarter.
Jim, that punter for St. John Fisher has done a wonderful job.
He gets some air underneath that, but he
sure
can pop
does.
it in the air.
The last 2 punts, they haven't been returned because of that.
And the Pioneers come out. I see some new numbers in there. Connor Veerstra still in at quarterback, though.
Well, they lost their number 2 quarterback. And they may not be ready to test at number 3.
Yeah.
But I would.
Zion Jackson Wilburn in the backfield. He gets the handoff right up the middle. And he plows ahead for about 5 or 6 yards.
I'll tell you, that offensive line for Marietta has done a heck of a job.
One of the linemen for the Cardinals gets up slowly, but he's on his feet. I think we'll be seeing a lot of running plays here.
Oh, they're
Mike,
going
just to run the clock.
Well, they're going to run it. There's no doubt about that.
And once again, it's Jackson Wilburn. Now picks up the first down and moves the chains as they cross the 50-yard line. The Pioneers have a great schedule. Of course, they belong to the Ohio Athletic Conference, the strongest Division III conference in the country. And they've got a strong conference schedule, including the best team in the conference year in and year out, one of the best in the nation, Mount Union. And Mount Union will be coming to Don Drum Stadium here in 2 weeks. And we'll be happy to bring that game to you here on CAS 45. And a little slips down in the backfield, lost a yard or two. I think he lost his footing. And looking at that schedule, we've got John Fisher today, Mount Union in a couple of weeks at home. And then Otterbein on the 23rd, Baldwin Wallace, John Carroll, all strong teams. And even Capital, and of course they, like you should do, a rivalry game, the final game of the season, they'll be taking on their arch rivals, the Mighty Muskies of Muskingum College, or Muskingum University. Now it's a pass out to Melchiori. Melchiori gets it down to about the 36-yard line.
Oh, it's going to be
Very
close.
Close to another first down. I think he might be, let's see. I think they're moving the change. Yep, that's first down, 1st and 10. A pickup on of 12 yards there, and they pick up the first down. Bierstra hands off again to Zion Jackson Wilburn. A short pickup there. Now we move up to the 6-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. As we talked about the strength of the schedule, let's take a look at the preseason poll that was out earlier this season. Of course, you've got Mount Union, the #1 team. They picked up all but one of the first place votes. John Carroll from up Cleveland Way is second. Baldwin Wallace, followed by Otterberg. Marietta is 5th in the poll after a 5th place finish last year. And then you round it out there. So it's a very strong a conference with great football to watch. And now a nice pop there, but he kept on going.
My gosh.
Jackson Wilburn.
Good thrust that time by the defensive line for St. John.
Winding down to the 5-minute mark, and Vierstra's letting the play clock go down inside of 10 pretty much every time now, even down to the underneath 5 seconds, which we hit the 5-minute mark of this game. The linemen kind of mosey on their way up to the line. They've done a yeoman's job today and a great job opening up the holes for the Pioneers and protecting the quarterback. Play clock's 3, 2, and they get the snap off. Vierstra's going deep, and a
nice
receiver
catch.
skies high, and it's broken up there. Melchiori.
I thought he came down with that.
Might be hurt here as he came down awfully hard, and he's coming off the field a little bit shaken up there. Trainers will give him a look.
I thought he was going to come down with that.
Now he's taking a knee on the sideline, so he's in definitely a little bit of a pain there. So 4th down, the Pioneers going for it, 4th and 7.
Oh, it's fumble.
Broken play. And Vierstra took a free shot, which is, you don't want to see your quarterback taking a free shot this late in the game.
Nope.
he's a little dinged up now coming off as we watch him. We'll have to take a look at that. And, of course, they already lost the number 2 quarterback, so you got to protect your number 1 guy.
He's all right.
Yeah. So John Fisher takes the ball over on downs. Hunter Walsh again in at quarterback. Hits his receiver for about a 4 or 5 yard gain. Holden Daly, the tackle. Brayton Johnson. Holden Daly, the Waterford grad. And Mike Marietta's got a lot of local players from around the area, from area high schools, playing on the Pioneer team and making their contributions.
You got a Tanner Bills, Marietta from Frontier. You got Zach Huck, Fort Fry, Holden Daly, Waterford, Taylor Bowers, Warren. You got Braden Whipke, Parkersburg South. You got Caleb Riggs, Fort Fry. You got Logan Brookover, Frontier. Demetrius Gerhardt, Parkersburg South. Andrew Shapley, Frontier.
And he's throwing a long pass just off the hands of his intended receiver. So Coach Andy Waddle likes to recruit from inside the area, and it's good to see that some area players are getting the opportunity to play college football close to home where their family and friends can come see them play. So he was going for it all there, and it was a nice arm there by Walsh, but just a little bit too strong.
Yep, and he had an ineligible downfield, and they declined that penalty.
So that'll bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 6, and we saw earlier in the game that Michael Escobar came off a little gimped up earlier, but he's back in the lineup right now. That's a good thing to see for the Cardinals. Walsh got great protection. He's going for it all.
What an arm. Oh!
He was throwing to Escobar, and he was running for all his worth, but he just couldn't pull it in.
Well, he was looking over his left shoulder,
and then inside, and then he had to the outside.
Yeah, he had to turn in, and that's what caused him to probably lose sight of the ball. That was a heck of a throw.
It was. So it'll bring up 4th down, and the Cardinals will kick it away.
That was a 55-yard throw in the air.
That's not bad for a backup quarterback.
It's not bad for any quarterback.
Okay, we've got Dawson Snyder back.
Oops, there's movement over there.
Good punt. It's a high punt, and he'll call fair catch about the 32-yard line. But we'll see good concentration and good catch, especially since he was feeling some heat coming down on him. So just under 4 minutes to go here at Marietta College. Glad to have you along here on CAS 45 and marietta.edu.
It's enjoyable for us to get started again, Jim.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I tell you, this is my favorite time of the year. In 3 weeks succession, you have high school football season opening, then you've got the college football season opening, then next week or so you've got the NFL season open. So if you love football, this is truly the most wonderful time of the year. A new quarterback in for Marietta. The 3rd string quarterback, and handoff and nothing there. And I believe that is Logan Ratliff in at quarterback for Marietta. He's a junior from Logan, Ohio, home of the Logan Chieftains. Home of my former associate, Josh Huntsberger. So that's a 4 yards lost on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 14. So Ratcliffe handed the ball off. And
good.
Stick. Oh, my goodness.
Good charge that time by the defense of St. John Fisher.
That was a pop taken by Giovanni DiCaprio. Or no, excuse me, for Marietta.
Like I said,
Mitchell Martin, another freshman in there for Marietta.
Jim, Division III.
Yeah.
They play well. They still block and tackle.
So 3rd and 14. Clock now coming up on the 2.5-minute mark. Milking that clock inside 10. 5, and a snap is off. And the quarterback, Ratliff, looking to throw. He's taken off. Nice speed. He's running upfield, and he'll run out of bounds.
That's about 2 yards short.
35-yard line, about a couple yards short.
Yep.
And that'll stop the clock at the 2:10 mark, and Marietta will probably go for it here. Ratcliffe is still on the field going, hey, let's go for it, coach. Nope, the punting team's coming out.
Well, they haven't punted yet, so they want to practice it probably.
That is true, yeah. You've got to give kudos to the Marietta College special teams. They've done really well all day in their execution of the kickoff, kicking off and kickoff return. And now we got to see what the punt team can do.
Nice snap.
Yeah, they held it too long. And we get a call, Aiden Bailey's name for the first time. He's in the punt for Marietta. He's a sophomore. He also, besides being a punter, he plays defensive line. Kind of like Luke Rosa.
Yeah.
That'll be a fair catch called for at about the 38-yard line, but that ball had a lot of air underneath of it. So St. John Fisher comes on, one last possession of this football game, trying to get something positive going onto their about a 6.5-hour bus ride home, as I was talking to the radio play-by-play man for St. John Fisher. And he said the team actually took on their way here, stopped off in Canton and took a tour of the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Yep. It was a good opportunity for
it. It is. Just 100 miles down the road here from Marietta, and a great, if you have a chance to see it, you really should. If you love football, you'll love the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Now the quarterback getting flushed. He's throwing to the outside man and well covered, though. 2 defenders on him.
You threw that well on the run, Jim.
Yeah. Ryan Romanoli, the senior wide receiver, is in there now. That stops the clock at 1:21.
They're still trying to score, Jim. It's not a situation where they're saying, well, we're just going to go ahead and run the clock out.
No. Yeah, if you're an offense, that's what you want to do.
Absolutely.
Walsh, a lot of air underneath, and he's thrown to the same receiver. He hit a player on the sideline who didn't have his head in the game.
No, he didn't.
Hit him on the arm, I believe. Got to bring up 3rd down. We're 1:15 to go here.
Oh,
Walsh throws
nice catch.
Receiver, the tight end to the flat, and the tight end picks up the 1st down yardage.
Well, that was a heck of a catch because that out in front of him. He grabbed it with one hand.
Yeah, that was Giovanni DiCaprio. Picks up the first down. So new life here for, at least on this drive anyway, for the Cardinals. 1st and 10 from the 38. Coming up on the 1 minute mark. Walsh looking to go deep. He's got his man and a defender. A little bit too much air under the ball, and it is picked off, or nearly picked off. No, he did get it.
He did get it.
He did hold on to it.
Depends on where they mark him, whether he was in the end zone or on the 1 yard line.
So great play, a great second takeaway for the Pioneers in this game. One a fumble and another or I should say that 2 interceptions in this ball game.
It looks like they're going to put it on about the 2 yard line. Or did they say he's in the end zone?
The chain gang is coming up to the, they're going back towards the 2 yard line, it looks like. I think you're right about the 2 yard line.
It is 2 yard line.
And now I'd say you go into the huddle formation, but you're too close, victory formation, you're too close to the goal line. So they'll take a knee right at the line.
They're discussing something down there right now.
Let's see what the referee says. So they are moving it out.
They're moving it out.
Yeah. So now we'll go into the victory formation here.
Yeah, oh, yeah. They were a little long on making that decision, weren't they?
And I think Logan Ratliff gets the honor of taking the knee. And he backs up. It looks like he's practiced that play.
Yeah.
So he moves it back.
They'll have to take one more snap. It's below 40, so they can snap at any time. And,
yep,
that's it.
That should do it.
That's it.
And that will do it. Your final score, Marietta College 31, St. John Fisher University 7. Pioneers win opening day back-to-back and 6 times in the last 7 years. Next up for Marietta College, a big game in 2 weeks right back here at Don Drum Stadium as they will host Mount Union in a great early season test for the Pioneer program. Congratulations to Coach Waddle and his coaching staff for the victory today. And for Mike Caden, and I'm Jim Wharton, and thanks to all the production guys here at CBS Cable. You've been watching Marietta College football, sponsored by Sir Speedy's Printing in Parkersburg on CAS 45. Have a great afternoon, everybody, and thanks you for watching.